What is up, everybody? Give me my stuff. Give me my stuff. What's up, guys? Harmer was first. Wait, does it count if you're too early? Yeah, I guess it does. Harmer's first. Zemrick, what's up? Hybrid Skull with the flex, baby. Sammy, what's up? Great Moose, what's up? Marius, what's up? That's awesome. Ubix, what's up, baby? Wow, I'm early. So I got some stuff to say. All right, I got some stuff to say. Yeah. Green Virus, what's up, man? Yo, I saw you in Hello from Sweden. You're on both platforms. Let's go. Oh my God. My days have. I got a lot to. There's a lot to cover here. There's a lot to cover here. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I hope you guys can stay tuned. I'm gonna go over a couple of things. One of them is how I pull shards and an explanation of. I started thinking about it, and I really want to show you what I know. So it's not so much that you guys need to know, but I want you to benefit from what I have learned. But at the same time, yeah, I just want you to know. So we're gonna go over a couple things. Some of the other things that we need to go over. You got beefy already with people. No, the same beefs. This season is a little concerning. There's a couple of things that we're concerned about, but none of them like major. So we did all this. We need to do this. Did we do this? Hold on one second, guys. I gotta get my thoughts together. My days are like upside down right now. So if I look a little tired, it's because I'm not a little tired. I'm a lot tired, and I'm faking it for the camera. So yeah. A lot of you have asked me about the shards. We're going to go over that before. So I leave out of town tomorrow. And I want you guys to benefit from the knowledge because I'll be on a plane. And I leave at 4 in the morning tomorrow. And, or wait. What's today? Tuesday? See, I already lost a day. I'm sorry. I'll be there tomorrow. It's Thursday. Sorry, Thursday. Today's Tuesday. I thought today was freaking Wednesday. All right, so that's how messed up I am already. Yo, what's up, Muggy? Yeah, I gotta wake up, man. I can't help it. If I fall over and pass out on screen, you know that I had a heart attack. Please warn everybody not to drink Red Bulls, okay? That's no joke. Hello to all the platforms. I am still learning how to do the platforms while simultaneously staying up past my bedtime and doing LA and making videos and just being God tier at every part of the game. And farming and winning coalition, not winning, but you know, top tier coalition. Let's go. I saved these for you. We got it. That's all we needed. Let's see where our relics are now. So we're there. We pulled some last night, so 23,000. Collection. I'm gonna be a little scatterbrained today, so you're gonna have to bear with me. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of process this. I'm going to process this the way that I can. Ragnar, what's up, baby? Marius, what's up? PK, what's up? Obi, what's up? So I'm going to try to process the best way that I can for my little brain to function at this level of exhaustion. sheer exhausted at this point. And then I'm going to go over a bunch of little things on how to I'm going to go over I'm going to go over a couple things for you guys, and I'm going to teach you how to shard pull so that you can get your favorite shards. Now, I'm putting my reputation on the line in my budding career. And what do I mean by that? Let me tell you what I mean by that so that you understand what I'm talking about. Thank you for the follow. Clipped, what's up? All right, so we are doing the multi-streaming. This is the second day we're doing the multi-streaming now. My videos, we went from, so around, we dropped a little bit. So in the beginning, when people were curious about me and stuff, they were so I started like 5 months ago. So a little backdrop on it. So we took off very quickly. We had like 300 people in Twitch chat, and that's the only streaming platform that I streamed from. From there, we kind of branched out, and we did other things. I did a couple of videos, but nothing major. I knew that I wanted to do it, but it wasn't like something I tried to push or anything. And it was kind of fun, but nothing really came about it. The only success that I had was on the Twitch, and we had about 300 viewers when everybody else was having like 40. And it was really good. But last night was the multi-streaming, and I got to tell you, I'm still kind of reeling over the numbers. So the way Twitch works is different now that I know about YouTube. YouTube, it counts everybody that looks at the video, period. Whether you were in the live stream or you saw it later on, it is literally like you're videoing a live session and it goes right onto their platform. And that's a lot different than Twitch because you have to produce it, because you can edit it how you want or whatever. So there's numbers for Twitch and there's numbers for YouTube, but the YouTube numbers are very easy to interpret. And that is that on Twitch yesterday, there are live viewers, unique viewers, and then total viewers. Now, unique viewers means each individual person, whether they're live or not, that saw the stream. Okay? The third one is if you're on your phone or something and you're listening and that phone shuts off, but you can like still hear my voice and you're lurking, which is fine, absolutely fine. When you go to log back in or open it back up, it considers you of another viewer. Like it counts it again. So you'll see that get to like 3,000 or 4,000. I never count those numbers. But unique viewers is when one account, regardless of the account, logs in and looks at the stream. Those were at 1,350. So yesterday, that stream yesterday, 4.5 hour stream, got 1,350 views. 1,350 views. So that was normal for Twitch for just unique views. But it was over 4,000 in live views, meaning people who logged out or whatever and then came back in. Whatever that means. However it's counting it. Maybe your computer shut off, or maybe you ran home from work or whatever. So from there, the YouTube got no, that wasn't Crypto. No, that was Nastia, and her name is Nastia. Now you know. Now you know. Now you know. She's actually amazing, very loyal, and a great friend. But she'll tell you like it is. I like people like that. I don't know. Just tell me what you're thinking. No games. We had so the grand total. Again, my brain is not functioning right now. I am half asleep. I am literally half asleep. You are looking at somebody where if you took a scan of my brain, half of it is grayed out. Half of it is grayed out. The modem is not dialing up all the way. The only part that's alive right now is the entertainment value part. The showman part is awake. I stayed up way too late trying to do videos for you guys so that when I travel, I'll be gone Thursday to Monday. I will not be streaming Thursday, Friday. I typically don't stream Saturday or Sunday anyways, and possibly not Monday at all. I'll probably be back the following Tuesday, okay? I'll repeat that many times. Long story short, we had over 2,300 live views, meaning total views, total accounts logged in to see all or part of the stream is 2,300 and something. And that doesn't even include, like, later on in life you want to go look it back up on YouTube or Twitch. So I'm proud to say I was your first. Habix, yes. Habix was one of my first. Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys. Honestly, I don't know what brings you my way. But I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad we get to share the game. I love this game. This is the only game I play. I do play PoE. PoE 1. I'll do a race or something like that. 92. But and I'll play League of Legends occasionally, but I'm not really into League of Legends very much. So I'm gonna turn this music down. I noticed you guys said it was okay, but I noticed on the playback it was way too loud. I don't know. Maybe you guys are like riding in cars or something. What do we got? 5,000. So we need some energy. That's a garbage pack, though. Gear enhancement, gear events. We need to do this. All right. So on this account, I have to bust out my dailies. So gear. All right. Let's do that. I have to bust out my gears, do all my dailies, and I have 2 hours to do so. In the meantime, I want to be on this account when I show you the progressive chances and what this means for you guys. I'm going to show you how to pull shards for tomorrow. I hope all of you get a Solinar, but it is doubtful. But I'm going to show you how to increase your chances of getting it. I'm going to show you how I pull, and I'm going to show you why I hit the mark pretty much every single time. Every single time. My best story right now is I had a Fabian, which, by the way, I wasn't a content creator then, but I did tell my clan that Fabian was going to suck. I was reading his kit, and it was the biggest regret of my entire life. I did not go for him. He is one of ones that I didn't go for. So I ended up having to do a late pull, and I ended up pulling him. I did not have Fabian for live arenas for thousands of games. And I had to find creative ways around it, but more importantly, I finally pulled him. I was leaning towards the top 10 at that point, and everybody had +4 Fabian, which was way faster than my Fabian. And again, I learned a strategy around that. Ultimately, it was Fabian. This was about 8 to 9 months ago. I pulled all 4 of them on a progressive, and I'll show you how to do it. I'm going to show you how to do it. Not PoE 2. I don't like PoE 2. Inferno, what's up, baby? You're just here for feet picks? Nah, man. I'm going to spend 20 on this fusion. Should I buy prisms? I'm going to tell you. Listen. I'm going to tell you how I do it. And I'm telling you. Okay. I'm telling you to trust me and to be patient. Okay? Be patient. This is not me. Yes. There's only 3 people that have pulled more shards than me in this game. Maybe 4. All right, I have pulled over 400,000 shards, okay? It is true. I have more reasons to tell you what works for me and what doesn't work for me. But this is the proof, because I want things more than you want things. Yes, I want them more than you want them. And I'll tell you why. Why I want them more than you want them. Because I call it min-maxing. You'll hear me say it a lot. Every stat matters here. Every stat matters. Every stat matters. And when you can +4 your champions, you're better off for it, okay? So when I say I want them more, I'm telling you that I want them more. All right, let's because I knew I wouldn't have a lot of time in this. This is over. When does this reset? Does anybody know? Tomorrow. Sweet. Love it. So trust me. So don't make any serious decisions here. I'm going to talk about it at 7 o'clock. I do all of my important issues at 7 o'clock. If you don't know me yet, you're getting to know me. Everything that I know, I'm going to ramble from 6 to 6:50. And then after I'm done at 7, when I talk about whatever I really want to talk about, when I lock in and focus, say 7:15, 7:20-ish, then all of that is whatever. Just whatever, right? Like, still ramble. So don't make any decisions just yet, please. Let me show you what I do, and then you can decide from there. All right? Now, if you have any questions, feel free to talk to me about that here or in the Discord. A lot of you are joining the Discord, and I appreciate it. There's a lot of new people here. There's a lot of new people here, and I want to be very clear on some things because we've established a community that's incredibly safe. All right, we are a family-safe community. What does that mean? There is no NSFW, okay? Wait, not safe for, yeah. How to think about it. There's no NSFW stuff. You'll be banned. Don't come back to the server. That's not welcome. You can do that on any other server you want. I even go to other servers for that stuff, but our server is not for that. That is not. We are gamers, okay? We are geeks and we are freaks, okay? And we want a safe environment for everybody. So don't bring your stuff to the Discord. It's not welcome. It's not welcome. You want to have fun and you want to talk responsibly and be mature. Actually, you don't even have to be mature, actually. That's not even true. But I want, because I know that 97% of my community are males, and I know half of you or more have females, and I want them to always know that this is a safe place, that they never have to compete for your attention here, okay? A couple other things that we have finally decided on for the takeovers, all right? It is not fair for some people that, because they've been with me a long time and I've promised them to do takeovers, that I just take over somebody's account. So here's what we're doing. So please go back to this in the Twitch. Whatever you got to do, this is how we're going to do it from now on. From now on. Because at this point, I'm here to stay. I'm not going anywhere. My numbers continue to grow for the last 6 months. And now it's just skyrocketing. So unless I do something stupid, I'm going to be a mainstay content creator for you guys. And hopefully soon, cross fingers, I'll be doing it full time. With that said, there is on the Discord, let's just go over it right now. Hold on, let me finish this up real quick. Why am I getting this garbage freaking gear? Let's roll this real quick. Hold on one second. I want to show you this real quick. No. Had to think about that for a second. Tech. No. 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 Maybe if this hits twice. Streamer luck. Now it has to hit speed. Now this has to hit crit damage. Or accuracy. I'll take it. Alright, so let me show you this real quick. HP, no. Accuracy. Now, why can't I get streamer luck on this? One more. So, if you guys don't know anything about gear, this is a support. These are all support roles: accuracy, defense, speed, HP, res. This just became one of the best roles you could possibly have. This right here just became one of the best roles you could possibly have. I would have loved for this to hit more, maybe a little less resistance, because I can make this up with glyphs. Maybe 2 in speed and 1 each of these. But this right here, this is going on a YouTube short. I want everybody to be jealous of this role right here. This is amazing. This is an amazing role right here. This is what top tier gear looks like right here. please. This is so weird. All right, so hits crit rate at least once. At least once. And don't hit HP. Don't hit freaking HP. It's not too bad. All right, I keep. This is right here, doo-doo. All right, so let's go over the takeovers real quick because it's incredibly important. I really actually I have sensitive stuff on this. How am I going to do this? Maybe I should have. How do I? Because I've already disabled the fudge. All right, screw it. You can't see my DMs. Okay. All right, can everybody see this? This is for the takeovers. This is for the takeovers. You're going to go to my Discord. This will be how it is. So you guys need to help me. When people come in and ask for a Discord and they say, how do I do a takeover? You're coming over here to Vampire's Takeovers. We're going to rename this. Don't worry. We have other drivers now. We have Thanos. He's on the team. Strider is on the team. Elias is on the team. And we locked down one more. And then I have another guy who wants to try out. Not try out, but rehearse or whatever you want to call it. You're going to come to the takeovers, okay? Read through, please, until you learn, okay? Until you learn. Let me do this. That didn't help anything. All right? Go down to account tickets. Read through. Read through. And then you're going to have a drop-down box, okay? This drop-down box, you'll pick what you want. But please, this will change, but read it now so that you understand how it's going to happen. All right? We're going to do this as a rehearsal, like a practice run. This is new to us. We're still learning. Nightwolf has put an incredible amount of time onto this, and this is how I want to do things, okay? So from here on out, if you want, pick your ticket. We're going to have a drop-down menu for what driver you want. Now, the way we're going to do it is those drivers are paid drivers. I am going to be free, but I'm going to pick and choose. And on top of that, I'm going to do a lot of free giveaway type stuff. And then we're going to do channel points, so you can turn your channel points in. And then we're also going to do free giveaways for stuff that I don't like to do so that you can guys watch why I don't like to do stuff like tag team. So you're going to open your ticket. I'm going to take it one at a time. First come, first serve. No exceptions. I love you guys, and some of you have been with me for a very, very long time. I'm sorry. There's too many people now. I have been inundated with DMs, and I cannot, my brain will never be able to organize that in a healthy fashion. I will lose more audience and more viewers than, that'll be the fastest way. I promised somebody, like PK, I promised him for over a week. And then Yulin, I promised him like 6 months ago. So trust me, this is a healthy way to do it for now. I will take the ticket as needed. I will do the best that I can. Now, there are going to be, I'm going to warn you, so get in on it now. I am going to start charging. My goal is to be a full-time streamer, full-time content creator. I need 60. I know my stuff. I need $1,600 a month. $1,600 a month. That's all I need. That will come from the subs, which is very little, ads, whatever, revenue, whatever, and then of course, bits or cheers or whatever they freaking call it. I have no idea because I've never done this before. I'm new to all this. I have no idea what this is. So then it'll also come from my takeovers. I will not charge for little things. I want to be very clear. When I start charging, it will not be like Scratch, okay? It'll be, I'm going to do some things for you for free. I'm going to do some things. I'm going to ask your permission to stream it or to put it on YouTube. That will all be free of charge because it's something that you're helping me with as well as I'm helping you with. But if I'm doing an account takeover I'm going to spend a lot of time in, there's going to be a very small charge. This is not going to be Hell Hades prices, okay? We're not doing $140 for freaking Hydra. We're going to do like $10, okay? This is going to be very Just please help me help you, okay? All right. That's that. We're at 6:30. Let me finish up. Let me go through this because I missed a lot. Thank you for your patience as I learn. As I learn the multi-streaming world, min-max optimization. Yes. You're minning all the bad stats that you don't need. You're maximizing all of your good stats. And some of the major stats like speed, crit damage, attack, HP, defense, your resistance, you're maximizing to try to get the best. That doesn't mean, and I want to be very clear on this, I have a video out that kind of goes over gear cleansing, but it doesn't mean, because it doesn't touch a lot on this, it doesn't mean 580,000 speed is your best bet, because you could go one time and then never go again and just get obliterated. It means speed tuning. So you'll hear me say speed tuning. What that means is not only is it your champion, but it is your other champions or whatever you're trying to do. You do not want to go too fast. Like in a clan boss team, if you go too fast, you're going to lap the stun. You're going to get stunned at the wrong time. You're going to die. Good evening. Good evening. Craw DK. All right. So, okay. So the last thing is I've promised a bunch of you things. The only person I'm going to honor my word to is PK. He really needs the help, and I want to help him. So just be patient with me. Go to the tickets, fill them out. I will either accept them while I'm on stream, or I will accept them when I get off the stream. I will either work on stream or I will work off stream. Either way, I will work with you so that you learn. Because my goal is I'm not going to do your dirty laundry. I'm not going to clean up after you. I'm going to teach you. I'm going to train you. I'm going to educate you so that you don't need anybody else's services. You can do them yourself, okay? I have 20 to break this into for like 4 hours free play. I'm helping. Strider's helping too. It's all good. How would you pay hypothetically? So the way the payments will work is if it's not going to be free, so like channel points, I'm going to break it down into 3 categories. One category will be, can I do this for stream or can I do this for content of some sort? If it is, that'll be free of charge. No, you don't have to do anything. I'll pick and choose at that point. If I deny it, then I'm going to deny it. Second version will be channel points. If you use channel points for a certain amount of stuff, I'll have to honor it because channel points are set up as a monetization of your time to watch me act like an idiot and ramble. From there will be the next step, which will be PayPal. I'm only taking PayPal. You will, if you don't have an account, get it ready. If you don't know my account takeovers, they're nothing like you've probably experienced. My account takeovers, you'll show up and like everything will be done. Like literally, you'll be like, oh, he fixed my whatever. I like things in order and I like to do things that way. So, you're gonna love it, but it's gonna be advanced pay. I'm going to keep everything cheap for you guys. I just want, my goal is $1,600 a month. If we do that, I'm a full-time content creator and I can help you guys. And we can play Raid together. That's really, what I really, really, really want. You live on YouTube as well right now? Yes, I am, Hogs fan. I am live on YouTube. And I have to keep remembering, because I keep looking over at the Twitch, because I'm so used to it. I have a champion pool time-gated at certain times. You get certain champions. Feely is right, actually. Okay, so everybody look at... Feely's right. I'm going to touch this on the 7 o'clock. That's it. That's the cheat. That's the hack. He said, I believe the champion pool is time-gated. At certain times, you get certain champions. He's absolutely right. And I'm going to show you how to interpret the algorithm so that you can pull at the right times. Hi, I'm new here. I'm from Russia. Wait, I know this. Russia. Bliat? Is that welcome? Bliat? Bliak? Something like that? I don't know. I have to learn Russian. I thought top tier was 4+ speed. Maybe I don't understand stats enough. No, top tier is not 4+ speed. 4+ speed? You mean empowerment. And that's that's just an empowerment. That doesn't mean it's top tier. I can explain that for you. He can do +29 with... Right. So that's correct. So for good nuker, it will be top tier gear. Can someone send me the Discord link? Oh shoot, I forgot to do fudge. Yeah, I need a moderator for YouTube. I was gonna talk to Caretaker about that, but I don't wanna. All right, I'm gonna put this so that. Make sure that link works. Here, let me. It does. It works. Okay, that link works. So there you go. We have 100 people. So again, we had 2,300 people watch the stream last night. I am incredibly humbled by that. I'm gonna teach everything, and I'm gonna teach you how I play this game. What you're getting from me, for all the new people, what you're getting from me is a lot of fun and entertainment. I consider myself an entertainer. I'm not cruising. I'm not shinny. I'm better than some. I'm better than a lot, but I am not into numbers or that. My raid play is based on behavior. I use the Force. I'm a Jedi. I'm a Sith actually, and I use the Force to guide me in my endeavors. So I'm a little different from. I love Shinny. I consider we're not really friends. We're colleagues, but I consider him a friend or a potential friend, so to speak. But I am not Shinny. I'm not smart like that. I'm just not. I am social. I heard PK right. Yeah. PK for PK. No, 4 rolls into speed. All right, so this is what I mean by 4 rolls. Let's do it this way. So if you're new to this game or whatever, hello. There it is. So 4 rolls. So I have 37 quad rolls of speed. 37 quad rolls of speed. So what does that look like? See this 4 right here? That means when you go to upgrade and you upgrade 4, it gets 1. So every 4 you get 1. So what does that mean? Let me take a new piece of gear, which I just did, which I need to do all of my, today I need to do all of my pinpoint. Here it is. So we have a lot of work to do. I need to stop chit-chatting. All right, so see how this rolled? This rolled 11. This rolled 1 into speed. I'm not going to go into particulars of like, this was a 6 before. So not only does the substat have a base, so 5 to 6, 4 to 6 basically, but at 6 it's 5 to 7, 5 to 6, something like that. It rolled 5 more. It can roll more. There's a chance it rolls more, but it got a 5 roll. So I rolled it again to see if I could hit it, and it hits accuracy. So this is a really great piece as of right now. Just helping with the 1,600 a month. Wait, what? Oh, shoot. It didn't go off. Wait. Thank you so much, Greg. I think my Twitch is overloading. I think my Twitch is broken. Thank you, Greg. I don't know you, but and you don't know me very well, but I appreciate it very much. Like, very much. We had 164 subs about 2 weeks ago. Okay, this just became a top tier piece. It's pinpoint. So see how it rolled 2 and then 2? This is a support item, but what's kind of support? It's a support that needs to land debuffs, and then be able to tank some hits, with speed. So this just became a top tier piece right here. All right. God dang. Thank you for Buggy Games. But Buggy Games. Wait, he was on YouTube. He made a comment on YouTube. Thank you, Buggy. If you plan to multi-stream, you use something like OBS Streamlabs, you can merge your YouTube into. Yeah, I know. I just found that out today. Thank you very much. I'm using OBS. It merged. So it merged the. So when I hit start, it put them together. So it's OBS and then those two. But the chat is still just Twitch, and it's actually small. I must have messed it up. So there's that. But thank you for that. Discord link I put. Thank you, Vampire. You should do a collab with Dennis and Ash or Ron. Going to start a campaign on their videos requesting it. 305 E-Man, thank you so much. I respect Ash very much. I don't know who Dennis is or Bront. I don't know who those guys are. So I respect Ash very much. The only issue I have with Ash is I don't consider him end game. I consider him late game. He and I will disagree on that, but it'll be in brotherly love on that. Yeah, I did comment today. I found your channel. Yeah, that's what I thought. Look, man, I'm taking the whole thing seriously, but I don't know why I rolled this. This probably is no good, even if this rolls. Because where would this go? No, this is bad. I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. I'm here. I'm learning. I'm getting it done. Wait, why did my chat in YouTube just die? I posted something and now it's not working at all. Or maybe nobody's talking to us. Yo, Havix, I am. Beatmaker Syndrome, what's up? No rolls at speed. Okay, let me get some Twitch going here. Considering drivers are talked about a lot, a better comparison may be driving a car instead of throwing you out by yourself and saying good luck. You will be driving education to right. Exactly. There's that. Thank you, Hogs fan. Wait, is that Izio? Izio, what's up, baby? Long time no see, man. All of a sudden it just caught up. Vampire, I'm watching YouTube, and we do what I can. Thank you. May want to put Raid Shadow Legends on your tagline. Yeah, that's another thing. I couldn't figure out how to fix because I went through this third-party program, which is the program that I'm linking to OBS to, and for some reason it keeps changing my freaking my thing. I don't know, like it's annoying. And I change it, I edit it, and it changes it right back. So I appreciate it. Dude, you guys cannot do a hype train right now. Like, this is... my brain is, like, shattering. If you're actually watching somebody, like... Imagine a candle. Okay? The candle's not way up here. The candle's not this big. The candle's here. And the fire is really low, and there's wax everywhere. That's my brain right now. But I can't stop the hype train. You guys control that. Control it at your will. What time is it? It is 6:39. In 20 minutes, I'm going to show you how I pull shards and how I believe 100% that I get what I am looking for every time. Keep up the great work. Thank you, 35 E-Man. 305. What about the... Yeah, Havix, I'm going to go over that. At 7 o'clock. I got to wait for Remy and the crew. There's a group of guys that are good friends of mine that have been playing this game for a long time with me. And they usually get around 7 when they all start logging in. Wait, why am I rolling this? I don't need this at all. What I'm looking for is something completely different. Okay, see how this speed roll was 5? I don't really like that. Little trick of rolling. If this would have hit speed, let's say whatever, you cannot re-roll this into speed. So I'm gonna see if I can get... I don't really like this roll, but okay. I was hoping to get accuracy out of it, but whatever. No bueno. No bueno. You going for Solinar? I am. Yes. Wow, these are rolling actually. Like, the sub rolls are actually good. Here, let's do this because I keep looking at the wrong thing. Does this shard thing you're going to show work with FTP accounts? Okay, we'll go over it. Ask all the questions now, and I'll start, like, kind of monitoring the questions. But that is a very good question, and one that I'm going to show you. When is Solinar? Tonight at... Sorry, 1 second. Tonight in 10 hours. So it is 6:41 now. So in 10 hours. 10 hours and 17 minutes. 10 hours and 17 minutes. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Tell him who the FI is. Penta-res on red stat or quad speed? Well, the mythical stat. Wait, what's the question, though? And welcome, Kiwi. What's the actual question, though? Don't you want to go for Sonar on my account? Oh, that's funny. Yes, I do. I do, very much so. Very, very much so, my friend. Penta-res on red stat or quad speed? I'm trying to figure out what you actually mean by that. Oh, well, either. No, I mean, so right now where my account lies, it doesn't matter what I get as a quad speed roll. If I get a quad speed roll, it means nothing to me. It has to be a top tier, and I'm looking for more mythical sub rolls, sub quad rolls. Because right now I have 37 pieces alone that are just quad speed. I probably have triple that in triple rolls. So I don't have the glyphs to glyph them. So I am looking for more top tier quad speed rolls. And then anything else, of course. Res accuracy, crit rate, crit damage, whatever. And then, of course, any mythical. Any mythical. Wait, no. For you guys are asking, because a lot of you are new, I write all my own music. This is one of the main ones. I have a playlist on YouTube, 2 playlists that you can listen to. You can download it, whatever you want to do. When you guys ask me what song that is, and if I don't look up and see it and then pay attention to what song it actually was, I won't be able to tell you that. So you can go to the playlist, listen to it, and listen to it for yourself. Body counts, what's up, baby? Sorry, I've been getting killed. Yeah, I missed you yesterday, man. I figured you were watching the after stream anyways. For all of you who are asking about LA went very good today. We are top. We are number 1. We have an 82% win rate. A little unlucky today. For all of you who are wondering, the bots are OP. I don't know what they're doing, but they're gonna cost me some wins. It's ridiculous, actually. Oh, this is a really good roll. Too bad this doesn't have speed on it. Oh my god, yes sir. That's a keeper. Does this trick work for remnants? I don't think so. I don't have enough data for that. A Sigrun was promised to me 9,000 years ago. You're still chasing 400 speed on your first champion. 400 speed is too slow. I have that on my DPS. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding. That's true, but the way I said it, I'm kidding. Have I faced off with Cruisin' in LA? Multiple times. This season, not yet. Not yet. Cruisin's tricky. What is this garbage? I don't want this. 646. If he's not here by 7, we go. Or if they aren't. There's a couple of them. Aya Belter, do you think I should go for the fusion? Yes. Everybody should be going for this fusion. There isn't anybody at any level. Why did I roll that? What? Oh, wait. If this hits speed or crit damage. Okay. I keep you. Boy, the rolls are good today. Vamp has even versus Cruisin' in off-season LA and stream before. Yeah, so Cruisin' and I, we play. I don't lose to him. It's not fair. It's not fair. Let me be very clear. He deserves better. Polarium isn't treating him right. Very clear. He's a genius. I respect him very much. There's very, very little that Crucian and I disagree on. And that I value that as I value that in a person. Hyperskull, no problem, man. I'm a very like if you want to be around me, you have to be a very patient and caring person, because I'm a very like I'm a kite, and I just I'm all over the place. So you have to be like Night Wolf. You just have to kind of like roll with it. Like, okay, cool. Yeah, buddy. I think people overvalue quad and penta rolls. Yes, that's true. A piece with 3-speed roll and 2 res roll. Yes, true. Like if the piece rolls into the substat you want across the rolls, even if the rolls are wide. Yes, that is true. I have a really, really good video on why I make the decisions I make. It's called The Last Gear Guide You'll Ever Need. It kind of explains how I view gear and how to make better decisions. I'm going to make a video. I've already started it. I got the structure on it. I'm already making a video how to see a piece. Basically, I don't have the title for you yet, but basically it's how to know whether a piece is worth rolling or a good piece within 5 seconds. That's basically what it's going to be. You'll know. You can move on. If you don't know me, I love purging gear. Wow, if I actually roll this into a speed, please. I love cleansing gear. So when people ask, like, begrudgingly, hey, will you, will you cleanse my gear? I'm okay with that. Like, put some music on, turn it up loud, and start rolling. Crucian lost against a bot. I lost. Yeah. Yes. There's a lot of us. I can't see the name because it's a weird niche. I saw him in, where did I see this name? Do you have any inkling on the next collab and what you would like to be or care about collabs at all? I'll answer that in a second. Yeah, so we're all losing to bots, by the way. Everybody's losing to bots. Everybody's losing to bots. So I have a couple set up. One's with Snackbox. One's with Crucian. The Crucian one we keep pushing back. We're going to do an LA tournament with a purse. Drivers are welcome. I am not against collabs at all. But my personality is that I would rather do collabs that we have fun. I don't want to do like a straight like interview or some serious piece or something. I just want to hang out and chill. So yes, I would do a collab with anybody. But I don't want to just do something like, hey, we're going to talk about stuff. We're going to talk about the game, of course. But I don't want to be like, what's your thoughts on, Polarium or whatever. Like, I want it to be spontaneous and fun. So yeah, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Anybody who wants to sit down with me and talk and whatever, I can come to theirs. I already did one with Gestel. That one was a very good one, in my opinion. What would this piece be good for? I mean, they're good sub rolls. It's missing crit rate. Should I roll it to a 12 and see if it hits? No, because then I rolled to a 12, it will hit. No, okay, it didn't hit. No, I don't want that. Nah. So yeah. We're going to go over the shard thing. My pools, basically. And hopefully that helps you out. I'm putting myself on the line like big time because I have a lot of people that don't like me. They don't like my success, I think. which I'm okay with. Like, I'm okay with. It's not a big deal, but they're like, I love competition and I love trash talking. I'm from Florida, so that's what we do. Like, we trash talk. But when you go outside of the game and you make things personal, that's when things become problematic. So when I say this, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to put myself on a limb here on my new budding career, and I'm leaving a lot of room for people to be like, he's an idiot. Because there's no way to do direct proof of this. All it can do is be a success for you or not. And it'll open myself up to like, wow, this guy's an idiot. So, Skynet is coming. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I swear these bots are just accounts that has been banned from something. Okay. The bot had over 100 million player power. Yeah, exactly. I got beat by a bot for real, though. A bot beat me. Yes, a person. It's so funny. So somebody, who was, I got to figure out who that was. I posted the video today of it. Somebody pretended to be a bot and I fell for it. And I beat them. Then I actually play against a real bot and lose. I heard a rumor the next collab is Mortal Kombat. Oh, for collab for that? That was a rumor. That's been a rumor for a long time. Accuracy, cringe damage, too low speed. HP accuracy crits. Not worth. Will there actually be hated because he's the best? Clearly, Messi. That's actually funny. That's actually funny. Oh, that's actually funny. Can't stand sitting down with a scripted for a video, man. I press record and just yap. Yeah, I would look. Actually, Buzz and I are gonna do something. I'm inviting myself right now. Yeah, no, it didn't have. Yeah, it didn't have what I wanted. I'd rather have some crit damage on it. Technical, not political. That was me, JK. Hey, how do you get so much silver? I'm constantly low. The answer to that is running a lot of dungeons, but also knowing what gear you want immediately, not wasting rolls into stuff. All right, we're going to go into it. I don't see... And actually, I'll give him 5 more minutes. Let's pull this. Let's do this for the live arena rare. Did you buy your account from scratch or did you buy an already built account? Scratch's account is his own account. What do you mean? I replaced Scratch in Mad. He dipped. Or he was kicked. I don't know. One of the two. I'll never know that one. My Red Bull tastes like urine. All right, here we go, boys. We got the Prage. Going on here. What? So this would be, I'm 0 for 2. I'm 0 for 2 since my last 100 mats. This is my second mats this week. My second 100 mats this week. So I'm tracking because Corey from Raid wants me to track my mythicals. I pull around 300 to 500 mats, mythical mats, every 1 to 2 weeks. I get 1 mythical every 1 to 2 weeks. So we are now tracking it. So we are 0 and 2. This would be the 3rd or 300th mat pulled. And we got our 3rd wand. How do you know you playing a bot? There's a couple of I would have confidently answered that. I would have confidently answered that up till yesterday. After yesterday, all I can say is they're typically they don't have a guild, and they have a weird name that's like Dagger or Armor or something like that. Now, if this had speed, if this was speed, then this would be great for Nell or Gizmac or. But you really want them in deflection anyways. I'm actually going to keep this as long as it rolls. Oh, man, I'm not going to keep it anymore. That kind of sucks. I'm going to roll it just out of curiosity, but that sucks. I might be able to re-roll that. We'll see. That's actually, let's roll that, because if that doesn't hit crit damage, this is a good piece. Let's go. I was answering something. Oh, yeah, a bot. They don't have a clan, or they look ridiculous, and they always ban the first, whatever choice you pick, they always ban the first choice. 2 more minutes. We'll see where Remy is at. Brother actually be hated because of the best. I was against a bot today, and they didn't ban the first champ I picked. Well, maybe it wasn't a bot. How do you know you will pull Solinar? I will tell you, Izio. I will tell you in 2 minutes. Ronaldo is better. Here we go. Who's better, Ronaldo or Messi? Who's better, Ronaldo or Messi? The answer to that is who do you have confidence in that will win the game for you? Bot will ban the first champion, correct. The Mercurial meta, what champ? What do you think Polarium can add in the game? I'd like to hear your ideas. I have so many ideas that I presented to Polarium. I would have to go through I don't have them actually written down, but I have to go through them and kind of see them in play, basically. Like I would have to play the game and see it, and then be able to say, oh, this is what we should have done. In the Mercurial meta, what champs would you put into pinpoint? Speed boosters only? Right now, only speed boosters, correct. Only speed boosters. That's correct. I know it's a bot because it's third in a row. I know it was a bot because click the profile. He had no PBS. They could have switched things. That hasn't happened to me yet. LeBron. Who's better, Michael or LeBron? Anyone who has CR7 is just being a fan, and I'm cool with that, but statistically, Messi is better. You guys are funny. I'm not a soccer fan, but I watched... Excuse me. It's called football. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. They need to add some skins. That's not a bad idea. Bro, this is like the LeBron MJ combo. You can't compare the two because they're both great in their own way for different ways. Everybody has an opinion of it, and that's what makes it such a great debate. Pele's better. Am I in the Spring Club? Yeah, as of last week, or as soon as I got done in second, I went third, and then I went second place in LA. The moment they did that, they were like, "Yo, let's get this guy into Raid Spring Club." I've been wanting to be in it forever, and I finally got the invite. I'm always gonna look for, let's see, 6 of 10. Oh, it's silent. Oh, we gotta kill Walder Frey. I'm still upset about the red wedding. Bots will ban the first champ, correct? How do you have time to play so much live arena? What? How do I have so much time to play live arena? It's all literally all day. Yeah, so what can Plarium add? I just literally had this rant. All right, so it's 7 o'clock, so I'm gonna give Remy a couple more minutes. This is gonna be my last question before I go on my rant. Things that they need to add in the game. Number one, they need to add a wish list for mythicals, as well as the soul merchant needs to be. It's time. We need to start having an occasional chance of a mythical being here. Because if you know how Polarium's pulls are, you'll know that there's windows into what you're trying to pull. And when you see that, you want to go and pull it. You want to go and do it. So with mythicals being not here, there's no way to tell where that window hits and how to play around that framework. So that would be one. That would be one idea. I have a bunch of them. I just listed them all. In LA specifically, because we were talking about, I would like to see a first pick ban before you even see the draft. So you hit lobby, you ban, then you see the draft, and then you ban your 5. Why? Because this brings out a lot of skill. Based on what you ban, you're basically telling the person what your strengths and weaknesses are, what you're afraid of, or whatever, what counters your team. I would love to see them no name displayed, no name, not till after, because there's no reason that I should know who they are, because being that I'm at the top and that there's a bunch of us that are playing. So right now we're at 92 battles. 104 battles. So we're the top. There's a chance that we're going to play each other. And as soon as I load in, he knows what I'm going to do. And that's not right. It should be blank. I shouldn't be able to tell who that is. I have a bunch of other ones. I'd have to really sit down and think about them. But that is a few. Loadouts as well. They need to have loadouts for arena as well, live arena as well. Which means, like, what's better, Mercurial or Stone Skin? Well, it depends on the situation. So if he picks a certain champion, not everybody has. What do I want to use it as an example here? 2+4 knives. Okay. Where's my knives? Nobody, not very many have 2+4 knives. So one's in lethal and Stone Skin, and the other one's in Mercurial. Well, how do you know which one I'm going to bring? So it brings more strategy to the game. So loadouts. If they add mythicals into merchants, I don't think they shouldn't reset as often. Yeah, that's a valid point. All right, so Remy's not here. It's just the way it's gonna go. I gave him till 7. I'm gonna now talk about how I pull shards. I want to precursor this, as this is not a free to play version unless you do it a certain way. So I don't want people to be upset, because I'm going on a limb here. So I'm gonna rant, and when I do a rant, you guys will get to know me very well. I don't really look at the screen. I kind of just think about my thoughts and put them out there so that they're fluid and they're coherent. For me, this is not a free-to-play version. You can, though, as a free-to-player, store up shards and make this work for yourself. You can. And I'm going to show you what I do and how I hit my targets. I hit them quite frequently. I'm going to tell you what I used to do how Polarium found out about it, because I made it known, and a lot of people were succeeding with it, what they did to fix it, and then what I did to go around it. Yeah. I think you have it, though. I think you have that, Nightwolf. I'm pretty sure you have that. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yes. 2-star food in the market if enough silver. Would you ever? Okay. So it's not free to play unless you save up your shards. Okay. Let's go over some of the, this right here is the equivalent of ingredients on a package. Okay. This is not accurate. And in some ways, I do not think this is factual. From my experience in this game, no percentage is factual. So what let's say 0.5%. What 0.5% means to me is if I pull 100 shards, 100 champs, one of those should be the champ of whatever. This is a primal, so a mythical champ. That is not accurate. We will never know what this pool is off of. Meaning, is this off of 1,000,000 chances? Is this off of 10,000 chances? Is this off the mercy, which it is not, by the way. So whatever the mercy is, the mercy system. Okay? Now, the part that is accurate is the chances, the increase of chances upon the mercy system. There's a big misnomer in this game that you are guaranteed a drop once you hit mercy. That is not true. Get that out of your mind. This is chances of an increase per shard. That's what the mercy system is. This 2%, again, doesn't mean much when you don't know what the pool is based out of. Now, let me explain that just a little bit more. Is this 2% of 10,000 or is this 2% of 1,000,000? Because that number is completely different. 2% of 100 is not the same thing as 2% of 10,000. So, or 2% of 5, right? We don't know what this is. Now, there'll be some that will tell you, oh, yes, it is. This is it. If you believe for a second, and I love this game. I love this game. I do my rants off of healthy experiences, not just a bias. Healthy experiences. What I have learned on my own. We do not know what this pool is from. All right. So when you go to this system, understand you have a greater chance of pulling a rare or an epic or a legendary, a rare or an epic than you do a legendary or a mythical. That's fact. That's just fact. So how do you use the system in your favor to pull the shard that you want? All right. Number one, all of the ways that you can pull shards, meaning all of the systems like progressive, 2 times. There's a bunch. I wrote them down earlier to kind of go over it. Actually, maybe I should actually pull that out for a second, just so I don't miss any, because it is important to. All right. Let me just read these real quick. Okay, you have your 2 times event. Okay, let me just go over them one at a time. 2 times event means whatever shard you're pulling has a 2 times percent chance, 2 times chance of pulling X shard. Okay? That is not what you think it is. If you were looking at the mercy system, okay, you would, or the summoning system, what they're saying is it's 2 times percent chance of all of this. and it's not accurate. It's the same thing as going into a storefront and them saying 50% off on your second buy or something. They've inflated the cost, then took 50% off in their mind, and you think it's a sale. It's not. Excuse me. 2% chance higher is not, if I used to pull 200 shards for this champ, or for a Lego, a legendary or a mythical, now I pull 100 shards and I get it. No. That is the number doubling on the chance of. I cannot tell you how many people get this wrong. It is not cut your shards in half and all of a sudden you have your champion. It is double this. So 0.5% now to 1%. That's what they want you to believe. They want you to believe. All right. The next one is progressive chance. 15, 20, and 25. All right. This is the only system that I basically pull on because it is the only system that I can guarantee that if I progress further, that I'm going to get that champion. So tomorrow, Solinar will be here. In 9 hours, Solinar will be here. I'm going to select Solinar, and I then have a 15, 20, and 25% chance. Well, 15 times chance. Sorry. Not those are for epics. So I have a 15 times chance to get it. Or is it 20? I think it does go up to 20. I've never even paid attention to that, honestly. Either way, it doesn't matter. Progressives, you have a better chance because now you're targeting that one champ. Okay? The next one is extra legendary. Extra legendary champ means you pull until you hit a Lego, whatever category it is, and then you pull another legendary. Gives you 2 of them for the price of 1. All right? Guaranteed champion, which let me back up. The extra legendary is great for new accounts or mid-level accounts because it's going to give you an extra of something that you might not have, right? 2 times events are not as good as you think. But if someone's going to ask me what I should do for the 2 times events, Leverfangs, welcome to the channel. I would say do that for new accounts that are trying to create, more champs. They're trying to increase their pool. Guaranteed champion. This is great for new accounts because if you know you need something, you know that there's a certain amount that you have to get. It's great if that champ is actually good. The prison summon pools are good. I'm not going to touch on that. Then you have the progressive 2 times, which is the double 2 times chance and the progressive chance together. That one is pretty good. And then progressive plus the extra legendary. So progressive with the extra legendary. Also very good. Then you have your champion chase tournaments, your summon rush events, your deck of fates, the fusion events, and that's it. So from there, the only one that I really pull on, other than just randomly pulling shards because I can afford it, is the progressive chances. That's it. So when I tell you this strategy, understand this is not going to work. At least I don't think it will work in any other fields. In any other group or summon event. It will only work for the progression event. Yeah, it is 1525. So I'm right. I was right originally. When you have a big audience, you want to start verifying what you're saying. It's actually kind of a phenomenon. All right. So now that we understand that, at least that these are not legit, so don't go by this. And then we don't know what the pool is on. So 2% of what? It's 2% of what? 10% of what? After 200 summons, you go into what they call a mercy system, which is supposed to per shard increase your chances. But again, we don't know from what. So now I'm going to show you the biggest damning proof of evidence. Okay, we're going to move this over for a second. Last season, in LA. We were pushing first place. We were 530 points up on BZK. We were winning hands down. All of a sudden, he pulled. I found out information that he was freaking out because he's like, why are we losing? So he went in and started pulling shards every 2-hour window. He was spending about $5,000 to $10,000 a day. He can do that. He's a millionaire. He pulls Sabriel, and I got to tell you, it was like getting kicked in the stomach because I didn't have a Sabriel. Crypto, BZK, and myself I pulled over 4,700 shards for Sabriel specifically. I didn't need any other champ except for Cinda. Okay? So I pulled specifically for Sabriel, and I started counting immediately because I was convinced that I would have gotten her early. For some reason, I just thought it should have been there. It didn't make sense to me how I wasn't getting her. So from there, he pulls it. The tides change. He catches us within 3 days because Sabriel's broken, and we didn't know enough about her to now we do so that we can kind of counter her. Ultimately, I was triggered. I crashed out. I wrote Polarium. This is all documented. You can go back and watch the streams. I opened a ticket, and I said this was completely unfair. You should not make major changes into the system. Knives was broken. We were getting kicked out of arenas. It was a complete debacle. And then he pulled Sabriel. So I wrote a ticket not to like help me pull a Sabriel, but basically like, hey, you have a 1 month event. People should not be getting bonuses to help them because we knew, BZK Crypto and I all knew that they were holding Sabriel from us. We all were in agreement, okay? We were convinced. I believe truly that Polarium gave him Sabriel to help him catch up, to make a catch up. And now with the new point system, I had a little doubt, but now I'm 100% sure because everybody was logging in. There was so much buzz about the Vampire account beating the BZK account. There's no way that should happen. You have Panda, Crypto, BZK. Those are the top three. Vampire account should not be beating BZK. Even BZK didn't believe it, okay? They give him Sabriel. He starts catching up. We actually start winning a little bit more because we found out about Sabriel. But then ultimately we had a crash out, and some of my drivers ended up quitting, which left me to handle multiple windows, which was impossible to do because that's the way the system is. He then caught us. He then passed us. Actually, when he started catching us, we were still up a little bit. I made a deal with him to give him the trophy if he didn't push this season. So that was what happened, and then he ended up. We didn't take another point in LA. He ended up winning, and I opened a ticket that day on the same day that I made the deal. I opened the ticket on the same day. Let me repeat. I opened up the same day that I made the deal. The ticket on the same day that I made the deal. I had not pulled another shard yet. I quit. I was bitter. I was broken. I crashed out. I was like, I'm done pulling for this stupid champ. I'm never obviously getting her. I'm done. I opened up a ticket, and they responded. They responded with this. Now, I already knew this, but this is what they responded. Raid Shadow Legends, July 3rd. Thank you very much for reaching out to us and sharing your experience. I completely understand how disappointing it can be not to receive the champion you are hoping for, especially after opening a significant number of primal shards. They proofed it. Please know that mythical and legendary champions such as Sabriel are among the rarest in the game. It is normal not to obtain them frequently. The summoning systems operate on a random generation basis. A random generation basis, which means that even after opening many shards, the probability of acquiring a specific high rarity champion. Okay, so what does that mean? When you're dealing with a random generation basis, let's just stop right there. You are not talking about you're not talking about 30, is it 30 mythical champs now? Whatever. This is not randomly generated. You have a 1 in 30 chance to pull your champ. What they're saying is, and I'll get to this more, but I'm going to briefly touch on it so you understand. There's a group of champs that we put into a pool, and then at that point, you're going to randomly generate your chance to pull that champ. Okay? So it's not 1 in 30 chance. Specific high rarity champion. Very, very important. Remember that, and then I'm going to go into this. Remains consistent until the mercy system is activated. Its inherent randomness can also result in receiving duplicate champions or missing out on certain ones. Despite considerable efforts and investment, I have received your account, I reviewed your account, and can confirm that the champion drops are functioning correctly. I'll read that again so you know. He went onto my account and looked at specific champion drops from my account. I reviewed your account and can confirm the champion drops are functioning correctly. For more detailed information about summoning probabilities, blah, 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 I am Gabriel and I am God and I can do whatever I want. Okay? So I'll leave that open just for a second, but I'm going to close that out. So what did we learn from his thing? He can go onto my account and see what my drop rates are. I'm going to repeat that. He can go onto my account and see what my drop rates are. Crypto, BZK, and I all agreed we were being singled out for 2 reasons. One, for higher chance purposes of speed gear. I hear all of these complaints. I'm a crack and I just swipe my credit card. But you guys don't understand the amount of money that we spend versus the amount of things that we get are far greater than you guys pulling, say, and I don't want to belittle anybody, but let's say 100 shards in a month. Okay? Not pointing fingers at anybody. And then you get 2 Legos out of it. I am pulling thousands of shards per month. Tens of thousands. And I am not getting what you think I'm getting. Okay? So now that we know he can look on my account specifically, we know that there is a random generator, and we know that there is a specific rarity, meaning per champion. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that when you're looking at mythical relics, pretend there's a number here. Think of this as a horse in a race. We are giving Galathier not a 1 in 30 chance of dropping. We are giving Galathier a 1 in 1,000 chance of dropping. We are giving Sabriel not a 1 in 30 chance of dropping, and I'm making 30 up. I'd have to count it. There's so many out there, and I've lost count. But we are giving Sabriel a 1 in 30 chance of dropping. Specific high rarity champions. High rarity champions. This is why when I pulled my 4,700 shards that I was getting these bastards. Why? I had pulled enough of a sample, and by the way, I powered a lot of these, but these are basically it. Why? Because these have a higher chance of dropping. These are more like 1 in 30. Why? When I pull all of these champs, and I have a 1 in 30 chance, and I pull 4,700 shards in, what was it, 3 weeks, guys? 4 weeks? 6 weeks? 6 weeks. 6 weeks. 6 weeks. That I pull 4,700 shards for this Joker, that I am getting Nels, Crixia. I'm getting the same exact champions over and over and over and over again. At that point, the randomness is no longer random. Sabriel has a higher drop rate because she is mostly wanted. They understand this. They are incredibly intelligent. They know Sabriel is wanted, and people are going to pull to get her. The average person, not top tier 1% like me, I'm going to pull for multiple Sabriels. I'm not going to stop at 1. I'm going to pull five Sabriels. I might even pull 10 to 15 Sabriels so I can have her on multiple teams. You guys are going to stop probably at Sabriel, and you're going to be happy. Well, they know that, and that's why they put her at 1 in 30,000, where Gizmac will be 1 in 100 chance. There's a different specific rarity per champion. All right? So you still with me? Knowing that, then you can start to understand how I pull my shards. I only pull during progressive events. I only pull for the specific champion that I want. Okay? So now, I'm going to tell you what I used to do, and now I'm going to tell you what I've done. Okay? What I used to do. I used to go into global chat, into whatever whatever channel they gave me. We experimented with this as HOV, House of Vampires, and we found that if you were in a channel and you saw the champion that was pulled, that they had a very small window in which you were to pull that champion. And so what we did was, and this is tried and true, my clan profited off of this, and we would all wait in whatever channel we logged into. Someone would scream out, so-and-so dropped. We would go to that channel, and then we'd go and spam as many as we could. Number 2, you have to have enough shards or be nearer to Mercy as possible, meaning you have to have a chance of pulling any Lego, but you're going to pull it in a time frame in which that Lego is able, or mythical, is able to be pulled. Now, this does not work so far for mythicals because I believe they've changed the way they do the drops for mythicals. Mythicals are now a chance of specific champion drop, whereas the other ones are still in the pool. So this part you have to understand. The way Raid does it is they take a pool of champions that they put into it. We're not sure if this is like every 6 hours or every 12 hours or 24 hours. I believe it's more like every 6 hours, but that part is speculation. I don't know for sure. So in that 6 hours, they have, say, I'm throwing a number out there, 30 champs, 100 champs, doesn't matter. Legos, by the way, not epics or rares. This is why all you and your friends will pull shards in a 2-hour time frame, and all of you will be pulling Madame Ceres, Geos, whatever. You'll be all pulling the same champions. But then somebody else will log in, and they'll pull, say, 3 hours later, and they won't get a Madame Ceres or Geo. They'll get, somebody else, Leo or something, whatever. Okay? Because they're using pools of champions. And I have pulled, my guess is I've pulled around 400,000 shards so far. These are not mystery shards, okay? These are altogether not mystery shards. I pulled around 400,000 shards. Crypto and BZK has probably pulled closer to 1 million shards, okay? And Panda. So now that you know there's a pool of rares, epics, and Legos and mythical. Well, not mythicals, because I do believe that is a drop percentage. So now they have a pool. In that pool, you will have a group of common Legos, a group of rare Legos, a group of elite Legos, and a group of highly sought after Legos. So in that group of 100, you'll have like 50 whatevers, Gamrons, okay? Then you'll have 40 of Teox, and then you'll have 5 of Senna, and then you'll have 1 Solinar, or whatever. I know they're all different affinities. I'm just trying to make an example, okay? So what you're trying to do is you're trying to locate the window in which Solinar is dropped into the pool, and you have a chance, a time where the window's open, where Solinar can be pulled. We know this because we did this. All of us went to channels. We all waited for a Solinar to drop. We all went in. close to Mercy or at Mercy or into Mercy, and we spammed our shards. At one point, we had about 11 of us back in old HOV. 7 of us got the shard we were looking for, the drop we were looking for. That was one of many, 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 many instances. This is all theoretical, so you can't go in and say, you're a liar, you don't know what you're talking about, you're pie in the sky. All I can do is tell you my experience of pulling shards. Now, what happened during this time? I came out and I made a video on it, which I then repulled because we are convinced Polarium either watches my stream or they're in our Discord. Because the things that I'm saying, the things that I'm talking about are and I don't have early content. There's no way I would know this. The things that we talk about get either fixed, implemented, changed, something within a matter of days. It became no longer random. It became very crazily it was just crazy. It would be like 2 days later and something would change. So I get up and I say, here's my system, guys. It's working. We're all in on it. Our clan benefited from it. We were pulling all kinds of shards. This is what happened. Of course. One second. So this is what happened. All of a sudden, we show up about 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, and there are bots, which never were fixed, by the way, and there was all of these clan invites. And on top of all that, you could only scroll back where before it was infinite. Now, why is this important? And why was this added, and why haven't they fixed this? Because I am convinced 100% they are hiding the truth that how their shards are being pulled. And they do not want you to go in this channel and see if I wanted a draw cool. Oh, Ascended, sorry. Ascended. Got. Oh, that's a soul anyways. That's a, wait. Oh, soul. Okay, you can't see it now. But you could go back and you could see the history of whoever was in this channel and what they pulled. And if you saw the champion that you wanted, you would go to another channel until you scrolled and didn't see it for several hours. And all of a sudden, there's not only bots, which they've cleaned up a little bit of the bots, but now there's all of this joint clan crap. And they have cluttered up, and they have emphasized more of the accessories, which they've always done, so that's not really a fair thing to say. But they would rather televise this and then televise anything else. So this polluted our pool to be able to find out, did that champion get pulled in the last couple of hours? Because if so, we can then mark when it's going to be pulled again and be waiting for it at Mercy, be waiting at the door of Mercy, then spam our shards and get that Lego. This is tried and true. All I can do is say, trust me when I say it. Trust me, bro. Okay? So now that kind of solved it. And at that point, we kind of gave up on it. We kind of were like, well, now we don't know because we can't really tell. We can't go back anymore. You're only allowed to go back to whatever this time, 7:16 p.m. So 20 minutes, whatever. Why? I don't know. Maybe they had, I think it's funny because we were talking about this and all of a sudden they came out with a thing saying that the servers were lagging and this is why they did it. Okay, if your servers are lagging, then why do you still allow all this joint clan crap? This means nothing. This is, name one person other than yourself that have ever joined something from here. This never made sense to me. And the fact that they allowed it never made sense to me. Okay, so now that's how we used to do it. A few of us still do it the new way. What is the new way? The new way is you're going to wait in channel. You have to wait for a couple of hours. I'm sorry to say, you have to have enough shards to either pull into Mercy, or you have to have a number of shards that will get you to the drop of Mercy, and you have to have them saved up, and you have to be near Mercy. This doesn't work if you just pull the Lego. You might get lucky, but it doesn't work that way. I've never really gotten it to work that way. I pull up to Mercy, or I'm in Mercy, or I'm around Mercy. I'm sitting on 200 to 300 shards, and I spam them. I didn't get to finish my story, by the way. The Sabriel story, and this is how I know. Everybody knows this that was in stream. I came over here. I was in Discord. Of course, it crashes when I open that up. I pulled 10 mythicals. Remember, I opened up a ticket. They gave me all of this information. I went over. I made the deal with BZK 2.5 hours later. I walked over. I bought my 10 shards. I made a joke in chat, and I said, watch me pull a Sabriel now. I pulled 10. On the fourth one, I got a Sabriel. My next 10, I got my other champ that I didn't have, that I was also pulling for, but I didn't really care so much about. I got Cinda. In 14 primal shards, I got two mythicals that I was highly seeking. So let's go to this one. Yeah, I already went to this one. Well, did it crash? It crashed and brought me to a new one. No, it's brought me to the same one. So that's how I know they're specific. I know they were able to get on my account, look at my numbers, because I'm top tier. They're not going to just give me anything because it wouldn't be fair to all the free-to-players. Okay, so that proves all that. Opening a ticket and then 4 later, I get the one that I opened 40. That's not random at all. Okay, let's get out of this garbage. Okay, so now back to what I was saying. So I'll let that sink in just a little bit. I'll take a breath. I'll let that sink in just a little bit. I pulled 4 shards and got Sabriel. I pulled 14 shards. On my 14th shard, another 20 shards. 20 shards. This was way later. This is like a week later on stream. I pulled a Cinda. From a remnant, by the way. From a remnant. Wherever that is. Remnant. Okay? From a remnant. And I accidentally pushed it because I'm old and I accidentally flickered the thing and Cinda appeared. But it was 20 shards. I pulled other because I wanted to see if they were going to give me anything else. All right, so that's how we used to do it. So how do I do it now? I get close to Mercy. I sit on Mercy. I make sure I risk it by pulling up to Mercy. At that point, if like tomorrow I'm going for Solinar, I'll sit on about 150 to 300 shards. Where am I at right now? Let me think about this. No, I am about halfway. So I'm not near Mercy just yet. So I'm going to pull I'm going to get like 300 voids. At that point, I'm going to wait in channel. I'm going to see if anybody pulls any sort of void. I'm going to do it off of 2. There's 2 ways that I do it. 1, did anybody pull? I watch it. I literally watch it. I'll sit in here. I believe the window is 6 hours. So I will wait here for about 6 hours. Okay? I will monitor it and see if any voids, in this case voids, if you're going for rares, you go for rares, sacreds, okay? I will sit in here and see if anybody pulls any voids. Now tomorrow, this channel is going to be lit up. Everybody's saving for Solinar. So you will have a lot of data to really look at and use your own judgment for. So actually, he just got Yarkarl. So there's that. That's a void right there. So once I see this void here, if this is a Solinar, I'm immediately spamming. Sorry, this Red Bull is making me burp. I'm talking too much too. I will immediately pull. If this is a Solinar, I'm not wasting another second. You're going to see me X out and immediately start ripping these. There's a very small window. They dropped Solinar into the pool. you have a very high chance at that point of grabbing him if you're at mercy, because that window is just open enough for people to grab. Here's how I know that it's a window. For all of you who are wondering, if you watch your clan members, let me back up a little bit. This has a timer on it. They know how many Solinars they want to drop into the economy. They know how much money they want to get from a Solinar. The rest of the champions in this pool, some of them, like I said, some will be common, some will be rare, some will be really good, some will be Solinar. In that, they know how many Solinars they want in the economy. They don't want to oversaturate everybody with a Solinar. No, I hate to tell you, but not everybody will get a Solinar. Even with this system, even with this knowledge, you're not going to get one, because they only have a limited amount. They're not going to give a Solinar to everybody. They're going to give a Solinar to a certain amount of people because they've already ran the numbers and said, we can afford not to stress people out and appeasing people, making them happy. So out of, say, I think, 2,000 people log in for every hour. So there's, at any given time for 1 hour, there's 2,000 people on, give or take. It goes up and down from 1,200 to like 2,400. But I think the average for every hour, there's 2,000 people logged in. So for those 2,000 people, so 24,000 people, we are only giving 1,000 Solinars. Whatever. I'm making this up. I don't know the numbers. They do, and I believe that this is the way they think, because I've pulled enough to know what I'm looking at. So now, going back to the timer, this has a timer on it. It'll tell you where to go. Where's the timer? Oh, wait. Do you have to actually? Yeah, here it is. Timer. This will have a start time. So the next timer will start. It'll say 24 hours or 21 hours, whatever it may be. You have the start of the window. There will be a limited time of Solinars there to excite people. You'll have a lull, which people start getting excited. They'll pull back on the Solinars. That's when you want to try it out. If you can't get in on the opener and you get to the middle where the lull is, like nobody's pulling Solinars, you know this because you're watching chat, you're in the Discord, you're watching people do it, you're pulling your own shards, so you know, you're watching it, you're paying attention, you're logged in, you're a part of the life. I have multiple Discords I'm a part of. I can see people are very happy they post it. And you want right after that lull. For me, that lull is, whatever that lull is, with a window of 6 hours. Once that lull hits, I wait just a little bit, say an hour to 2 hours, and then I spam. That's the second way to do it. So first way is either wait for someone to pull a void in your channel or a Solinar in your channel. If a Solinar gets pulled and you do quick enough and you pull them and you rip them quick enough, your odds are you're going to have a Solinar because he's been dropped in the pool and you're at mercy, so you're going to pull a Lego, you're going to pull the Solinar. Again, tried and true. This does open me up to a tremendous amount of scrutiny, okay? Because 1,000 people can be like, I didn't get a Solinar, you suck, you're smoking crack. The other way to do it, so the window starts, they put a couple in there to get people excited to buy shards and pull their shards. Then there'll be a lull. People are like, where's Solinar? I didn't get a Solinar. At that lull, you'll pull, or at least I pull. There's another opportunity for you somewhere at the end of the windows, because they'll be spread out. I don't know how to micromanage that, so I can't really tell you, but they'll be spread out. It's not like in a 24-hour period there won't be an hour that goes by that somebody doesn't pull Solinar. I'm just saying there'll be more in it. The other thing that I can't figure out is how many of Solinars will be ready to go, so that if they all get pulled, you will find, say and this has happened so many times, and it will happen tomorrow for Solinar because everybody's going to want him, that somewhere towards the end of the window, so let's say 4 hours, nobody will pull a Solinar. It'll be the deadest time. That's when you want to avoid pulling. If you did not get your Solinar, do not rip your shards. You will not get him. And if you do get them, the chances will be incredibly low, and you are leaving yourself to chance, which I never do. I play the high chance because this is a gambling game. It's a gotcha game. So you have to put a strategy in place, not some pie in the sky strategy, a tried and true strategy. This has been tried and true for me. The reason why I'm telling you this, because you're like, well, why would you tell me this? I mean, if there's only a limited, because I want to see what Plarium does. Because now I want to see if they're really monitoring. Because if they go in and they fix something else in this, then I know. And that's what I'm trying to do. This is my free-to-play account, if anybody's wondering. So that's the story. That's how I play it. This is not made up. This is exactly how I pull. And this is why I can do it. This is not a free-to-play version, friendly version. You have to pull shards. You have to have shards up to Mercy. If you're close to Mercy, this is your best time that you're going to get it. Whatever you're trying for. I only pull around progressives unless I'm trying for like a Sabrielle and I need her right now to compete. So I'll pull shards. That's the system. That's what I do. Does it work all the time? No, it does not work all the time. There are times where I think I get it. I'm very confident. I rip them, and I end up pulling a Yarkarl. That happens. But I would say more times than not, for me, my system works. Remy, you came in at the wrong time, bro. Okay, now I'm going to answer questions based off of logical questions. Barely anyone in MAD plays their own account. No. Almost everybody plays their own account. But if you're specifically saying high-level content, that might be true. So let me see here. It's time. Boots always. Let's go to YouTube first since I've ignored them. Bots will be in the first order. I'm taking notes. You're right, and it's funny to think about. They tell you the percentage of getting a mythical. Never doubt it. They never tell you the chances of which mythical correct. Your anecdotal has aggregate value. I don't think people are going to understand that. Shinny said your account was a bunch of dudes co-managing. He was wrong. I play my account, and I'll fight anybody. I will duel anybody, and I will beat them. Because BZK doesn't play his account at all. His account is managed. The only thing he does on his account is pull shards. And that's why last season, I contacted BZK through his driver, his manager, and I said, tell him we'll duel. Best of 3 or best of 5 or best of 7. I don't care. Whoever wins takes the trophy. Guess what? Never heard back. But I offer a deal. I heard back in 5 minutes. I knew there was a reason Cruzen talks about the universe when pulling. This is accurate. If you open a ticket, they will manipulate the odds. Well, they did. The universe will do listening. That's 100% accurate. They have a pool of champs they want to promote. Correct. Shinny, correct. Thank you, Shinny. So do you have a few strats lined up if they do fix this? No, I'd have to see how they fix it. Because the best version of this, or sorry, the best version for this, the worst version for me is, or us, is that they go to the mythical part. Because mythical shards are different from the rest. The pool is the pool. So they manipulate the value of the champ to generate the money. We call it a power creep. But really, Plarium suits are laughing because they're not seeing it as a power creep. They're seeing it as a money creep into their pocket. What should I max out first in area bonus? Hydra or Faction Wars? Whichever one you need the most of. All right, going to Twitch now. They need that skins. Holland. Yes, Holland. I only use Sabriel in second form when I need to cap a kill through block damage. If they add mythicals into merchant, I think that shouldn't. As one of the most experienced players in this game, you probably know more than anyone how it could be improved. Yes, I will go to some of the raid channels and show you what some of the feedback that I offered, especially on mythicals. We'll talk about that next. Not very hard to balance. So you would still say 2-time primals is the best? No, 2 times is a joke. 2 times is a con. 2 times is a con. If I didn't make that clear, 2 times is a con. There's no way that I can explain how I think shards are pulled, and then they double the chances of all that happening. There's no way. 2 times is the same as any store saying 50% off. It's not really 50% off. Or buy one, get one free. There's no way. Because you're dealing with a pool. So 2 times value is just doubling the pool. You understand? If I have 100 champs in that pool, 50 of them are common, 25 rare, 20 are whatever, 10 are whatever, and then 5 are legit whatever, and then 1 is epic, whatever, Solinar. 2 times chance just means I'm only doubling the pool. But 2 times chance is not even that. It's not even that. I think what they mean by 2 times chance is based on mercy. That's what I think it is. But thank you for the follow, Lover Fangs, Anami Chan. So once you get a mythical, which is 0.5%, there's another percentage you need to hit for the champ you want. That's what I believe. Yes. I believe you have a chance of pulling a mythical, so you'll see a red flash, and then it'll roll again, and which mythical that is. And it just so happens that after my ticket, I only pulled 4 shards and I got a Sabriel. And then I pulled 10 plus a remnant and I got my Cinda. And by the way, notice his wording when he said, I went to your account and checked your, what did he say? What was the words on it? I checked. I want to say exactly what he said because it's. I have reviewed your account, and can confirm the champion drop rates are functioning correctly. That's a big tell. That's a big tell. That's a big tell. I don't know. I read that and I dropped my jaw. Remy, what's up, man? You know I love you. You know how. TJ Clips, what's up? Thank you for the follow. Does this affect all shards? I truly believe it does. JJ, what's up? You still want your intro? And now. Just kidding. Official Chin, what's up? I have 100% more epics during 2 times. So you just pull primal anytime. It does not matter. For me, it doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't matter. I don't believe there's any higher chance of pulling during any for a mythical now. For a mythical. Primals for a mythical. I believe the numbers are set. You have a 0.013 chance to pull a Sabriel because she's highly sought after, but you have a 3.2% of pulling a Gizmac and a whatever the community wants the most. You have a least chance. Oh man, I can't even do it on this account. Man, I hate the free to play account. So just think of it as this. If it was really 1 of 30 odds, do you think any of us would need a Sabriel? 1 in 30, think about that. That means all the names are present on a wheel or whatever in your mind. I don't care. You spin the wheel and you have a 1 in 30 chance of hitting. At 4,700 shards, do you really think I'm not going to pull at least one Sabriel? And then all of a sudden I open the ticket and I open the ticket and 4 pulls later I get the Sabriel. And 20 plus a remnant later I pull a Cinda. So the strategy I believe Polarium did with last season's LA is that the community was in awe of my account competing with BZK. And what happened was once we took a 500 point lead, BZK lost some of their drivers. And I'm not speaking bad about any of the drivers, so don't say I'm making beef. I'm telling you fact of what happened. They lost some drivers. They were frustrated. They quit. And I believe Polarium helped him by giving him a Sabriel. That's what I believe. 100%. You can convince me of otherwise, but that's what I believe. And then at that point, they were catching up, and I think Polarium freaked out when they realized how fast, in 3 days, we lost our lead. And they wanted to make it right by giving me a Sabriel to make the race closer, because people, the community, were logging it. There were people DMing me, I hope you win, I hope you win, I hope you win. I can't believe you're winning. Many people said, I literally log in just to see the leaderboard, and then I log out. I haven't logged into this game this much. And what happened was when BZK drops, everybody was like, they won. There's only 2 weeks left in the season. They won. And I believe they lost because I stopped receiving DMs. People stopped talking about it. So I kind of see it as people got bored. They gave him Sabriel to catch up, and then they were going to plan on giving me a Sabriel, or maybe not, to make it a closer race so people would tune in. Because at this point, and the reason why I know this now, it was a theory before, it is now factual. If you look at the point system now, the point system favors second place down. Whoever's in first place cannot push their lead past 500 unless everybody just quits. And so now with that point system in place, I'm like, that's what they were doing. People were only logging into one window because they were like, we just want top 5. We just want top 10. And only BZK and I were going at it. And the community was like, we're bored. Moving on to the next thing. So they gave him a Sabriel. And then all of a sudden, wait, BZK's catching up. Oh, my God. What's going on? Because I started getting the DMs. What's going on? And so I believe either when I opened the ticket that they were like, oh, crap. This is bad. This looks bad on us. Like, we actually caused this guy to lose LA. This is going to look very bad for us. And that's why I believe they gave me 2. Because they know I'm in the community. I have a voice. I'm on the raid. I believe now all of a sudden they gave, after all these years, I wanted to be in the Supreme Club. As soon as LA season's over, I got my invite. Like, let's pacify this guy. Let's make him happy again. And they spammed us with an invite, which I took anyways. I don't care. I love the game. I don't want to sound like a disgruntled user. I love the game. I'm not upset. But I'm realistic. I'm a pragmatist by nature. I know what I'm buying into. I am buying into a chance for fun. I am not buying into a chance. When people tell me, like when they use these words, this is my relic, or this, I need my champ. I look at them and I'm just like, it ain't your nothing. You are buying for a chance of fun. And for me, it is incredibly fun. Stunzy, what's up, baby? Stunzed kill. Oh. Somebody used the Wombo combo. EB, what's up, baby? Saw your video. Congratulations. Romperstein, thank you so much for the... I have an unrelated question. Oh, well. Just kidding. What do you mean by opening a ticket? Hold on. Let me... I don't like red buttons. Wow, I never picked that up. Where was I going? Oh, yeah. Open a ticket. Where's the tickets? Where the frig is the tickets? How did I open a ticket? That's how, right here. That was the first ticket I ever opened. I never did it before. I think I even asked my clan, how do I open a ticket? Everybody thought I was an idiot. Everybody thought I was an idiot and mad. They're like, "Oh, you're just butt hurt. You're just butt hurt." They called me names. And joke's on them. After ignore defense, what is the next priority for arena bonus? All right, so if you're going for arena bonus, I need to buy a new account. I need to buy a late game account. Whose account can I buy? Whose account can I buy? LA season sucks. The next one is speed and then crit damage. So ignore, speed, crit damage. And actually Shinny can, I think, answer that better than I can. What should I max out first for Hydra or whatever you need? Whatever you need. Hydra is more important to me, in my opinion, but glyphs are just as important. Early game Chimera and Hydra. Yes, that is coming. I just started my YouTube content, so guys, I apologize, but I don't have a big library yet. Buy one and bring it to Matt, of course. Where else would I bring it? I want it to have the best stuff. Ainori Zuriha. Thank you for the follow. What do you mean open a ticket? He basically reached out to a player and requested and looked at the situation. I know. Do you see my DM? Yeah, I think more likely he sent a. So guys, Thanos is here on the YouTube. He is a takeover driver for HOV for himself, but in the HOV Discord. That sounded weird. He is here, so if you have questions for that, he is here. Yes, I think more likely he sent a ticket and got one as a result rather than yes. Wait. Yeah, I think more likely he sent a ticket and got one as a result rather than player caring who wins what. Possibly. I have not had a chance to respond since I'm at work. I think to conspiracy theory and mobile game. Maybe. But this mobile game happens to be a $1.2 billion a year mobile game. Hello, my brother. Did you talk about how to get the champs you want? I just did. Yo, you stream at the perfect time for me. Keep this up and I'm a regular. Oh, well, this is all you're getting. I'm too tired, man. It's 6 to 9. I went 10:30 last night. I almost killed myself. LA sucks in general. Never a feel good moment. Nah. It's worse. It's almost worse than League. It's the most unhealthy. It's the most unhealthy content other than League of Legends. League of Legends almost killed me for real. But it's the most unlucky. Yeah, it's the most unlucky. It's the most stressful content of my entire life. It's 4-hour windows. Yeah, most unhealthy. That's what I meant to say. It's most unhealthy because it's 4-hour windows, 2-hour break, 4-hour windows, 2-hour break. They expect you to be one person to do that. I tried it 3 seasons ago and asked the chat what that was like. Let me tell you what the streams were like. Doing it their way. Trying to keep up with drivers. Yeah. What? What are you talking about? Huh? Oh, was somebody talking to me? I almost killed myself. I had the darkest bags under my eyes. My face actually sunk. I look like a freaking zombie. I have a friend selling account, but Insta top account. It's like late game, but needs the meta champions. So what I would need is an account. I want a mid-level account. No, yeah, I wouldn't go to Matt actually. I would want a mid-level account instead of the free-to-play account. But I don't know. The free-to-play account is good content, actually. Honestly, I just need an account for LA season. That's all I need. Yeah, it's a mental challenge for sure because ugh, that is nasty. God dang. Jesus Christ. I think somebody peed in my Red Bull. I do not want an account for LA, so you can play mine. Obi said buy my account. I'm basically playing it right now. I have it open right now playing it. It's on the other computer. That's funny. Anyways, so that's my rant. I hope you pull Solinars. If you don't pull it and you took your credit card out and bought $500 worth of shards and don't pull them, don't DM me. Don't DM me. I don't want to know. I'll feel terrible. I'm just telling you how I do it. And if let's just TLDR, if you just pull shards at random, you're gonna have less of a chance to pull the champ you want. It is not what you think it is. It is not a line that you get into and then put your hand in a little jar and pull out a champ, which reduces the chances, reduces the pull, so you higher your chances, and then you reach in and go. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. And it's only your pulls, by the way. No, you are community pulling. You're community pulling. JJ, what's up? Thank you so much, bro. JJ is the top world record holder for damage in Hydra, by the way. Nobody has more damage than him in Hydra. 134 billion. So the content that I have for this account, somebody asked me a really good question. Kind of a free-to-play moment. Shinny said your account was a Shinny. Oh, that was Shinny that said that. Shinny. Shinny said. So Shinny said. So Shinny said. Shinny said your account was a bunch of dudes co-managing. He was wrong. I read it, but I didn't know Shinny actually said it. That's actually freaking funny. That's actually funny. That is the worst feeling, to spend and lose 3 in a row, and sometimes even the bot. Even to the bot, exactly. Okay, I believe I've caught up. There was somebody who asked me like a free to play, and I said that I would answer that, but oh, LMC said I have to disagree. I always pull more 2 times on the 2 times. Okay. I respect that. My free to play, I only do Demon Lord and got login champs. I'll commit more time eventually. Yeah. I'm probably gonna lose this. Watch. Sites, thank you for the follow. So that's my rant. That's how you pull, or sorry, that's how I pull. I gotta be very careful. You pull however you want to. Don't come back to me and say it didn't work, because if you did, then I would think that you're a rat, because I know that it works for me, and this is exactly how I do it. And tomorrow, if I pull up with like 3 Solinors, which I doubt, I mean, they could probably go as far as to say only 1 per account. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think that's true. I'm just saying. It could be. Could very well be. You know, like you go to a store and during like COVID or something, you could only buy 1 roll of toilet paper per family. Maybe that's true. I'm not sure, but I need Obi over here to fix this so I can see all the chat into one, so I don't have to keep going to a different place for that. Somebody asked me a brilliant question, and I said that I would answer that. And now I can't find it. It was in YouTube. Vanya's trophy, if it allows it. Vanya's the worst player on my account right now. I'm better than Vanya. Somebody asked a question, and I said that I would get to it, and I don't know what it was. Do you think that Tection should be built for damage or for speed? an account if you have to choose one with limited 9-piece Mercurial. So there is not enough data to really tell if the value on Tection, the stun is more valuable than the damage. But I think, in my mind, speed is the best way to build him. I do not think 9-piece Mercurial is the actual way to build him anyways. I built him straight for speed. I don't remember what we have it set to now, but I want to say it's like 430. It's a guess, of course, but it's somewhere in that area, somewhere in that range. He's incredibly fast because you want to keep all the focus on him with his weak hit. But I actually saw a Solinar that ignored weak hit, and I don't know if that was a relic or part of the game as a whole. Maybe focusing him wasn't that smart of a plan. But I build him with speed and damage, and I value the stun a lot more. And the anti-Mercurial build. But again, I think we're still testing him out to see. I think we're just now seeing how good of a champion he actually is in the meta, in this current meta. Bullying Vanya? Yeah. So if anybody knows me, I stood against the driver cartel. And if you ever watched the movie, by the way, I have to precursor this with this is a joke, by the way, because people are sensitive. This is a joke. You ever watch Sicario? That's what I just did to the driver cartel. I'm now the leader of the driver cartel. Am I going to do live arena? Oh, this isn't my window. Let's try this again. I feel like we should have beat this. I think the value here is freaking, yeah. And then freaking this dude. I've targeted the wrong guy, I think. I targeted Ugo. There we go. And then once he dies, once he dies, then we go over here. Did you see how quick he changed? There we go. Now we win. I think I made a mistake on that. Who's the best driver on your account? I'm the best driver on my account. But for what content, though? What content? Strider is by far the best for Hydra. He gets about 15 to 20% more damage consistently than I do. Chimera, I don't care about. I never really learned it, so I saw to be honest with you, I don't even do account takeover for Chimera really because I'm not really that great at it. I was only getting about 18 to 20 mats whenever I tried. And, I mean, I did a lot of damage. That's easy. Doing damage to Chimera is easy. So, if you just want damage, then, yeah, I can do that. But the mats are the key. Walking away with 25 mats, that's what you want from Chimera every single week. Screw the damage. I mean, you want to key it, but you also want the 25 mats. For live arena, who's the best? Probably Fess. Tone's really close. I think Tone's underrated. I don't think people know about his skill level. Like, watching him play is like kind of watching Michael Jordan a little bit. There's an entertainment value to it. He made, because he's a streamer, I think he made a way to make it way more than just cookie cutter play. That's my guess. From there, me. And then I don't know enough about Vanya and Ruru to be, all jokes aside, I don't know enough about them yet. All jokes aside. Yeah, 50. What did I say? 25. Well, I meant 25 for each run, so 50. Yeah. Sicaria's top 20 movie. Yeah, I'm the new leader of the driver cartel. You are a breath of fresh air in Raid. Your content and conversation are very different from the other content creators. Keep up the good work. Yeah, I thank you for that. Thank you for seeing it, seeing the value in it. But honestly, I play this game to be no, Obi, it has to be when I get back. I'm leaving to North Carolina for my nephew's wedding. It can't be tomorrow. Tomorrow's I don't even want to wake up tomorrow, actually. I won't lie. I don't want to die. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I just want to wake up and be on the plane or going towards the plane. Can we beat? I don't think we can beat that. What are we at? Yeah, we can beat that. He doesn't have any damage. Shoot. What was I scared about that for? Leader of the cartel, give me the word. Yo, I made a joke to Strider that I was gonna hire you, and then and then he comes back. He's like, "Yo, I talked to JJ, and he was telling me about my Trunda, how good she is, and how close to crit damage." And I was like, "I was just joking, bro. I'm loyal. I'm loyal to a fault. I'm loyal to a fault. I don't switch on things that are working. If they're not working, that's it. We're moving on." But Catfish, what's up? So I appreciate you seeing that value, and I also promise that I'll never be like that, because I'm not here to be liked, and I'm not here to be to give you something to keep you coming back. You either come back or you don't. I mean, I care. I'm not gonna say I don't care. I just don't care about where it's going. Like, it either is good or it's not. And I can tell you this right now: if I show up tomorrow and nobody's here, I'll just play the music and keep going. I started streaming because people wanted me to. I didn't start streaming because I wanted to be a content creator. And I know in today's society, that's like whatever. Like, you say that, but no, if you know me, you'll quickly learn that I want to be successful at whatever I do. I'm a very goal-oriented person. I set my goals. If you've ever watched, have you ever watched The Accountant and The Accountant 2? So unfortunately, that's me, except I don't beat myself and listen to loud music. And I don't kill people either or fight like that. I'm a pacifist by nature, but if I set something in my mind, I have to finish it. And if I don't finish it, if I don't hit the goal, I get weird. I get super weird. But yeah, I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about, and it'll be whatever. I'm not gonna fit in anybody's cookie cutter content creator, because I'm not a content creator. I'm an entertainer. I've come to grips with that. I'm here to entertain you. That's it. While you play Raid. That's it. If I can help you from my experiences, then I will. She's probably faster, and he's probably gonna nuke me, but we'll see. If I get a freeze off, I win. Oof. Please don't hurt me. Oh, we got this. He's not even geared. Get out of here. Got a free He-Man and put it to work. No, on your account. Strider deserves to be there always. Yeah, no. Strider's underrated too. Strider's God tier. People don't know about him, and I'm glad, because he'd have more work, and then he wouldn't be able to do things for me. Thank you for the follow, and Bennett. Eju, thank you for the sub. Are you gonna do live arena? I already answered that. Yo, this is nice. Which channel do you monitor for champ pulls? Okay, that's a great question. I forgot to address it. Whatever channel so far, whatever channel you get logged into. Whatever channel you get logged into. I am superstitious in a way, but I don't want to discredit my experience. But it's because of my superstitiousness that I'm able to kind of follow a path. So I would stay in the channel that you are. If you really want to do something, you can join other people, like join friends in Discord and then pull there. I also found out that I have incredible luck as a streamer. That's not just a meme. I actually have incredible luck as a streamer. Well, my eyes are definitely wide open now. Any link to the screenshot? No, but you can go to the Discord channel called Leaderboards. And is it Raid Leaderboards, JJ? RSL:leaderboards. And you can get anyone you want there. Yo, JJ, on my server, HOV, we have some drivers. We have people who are going to be opening tickets. Go to my server and get with Nightwolf. Might hit you up DMs later. I gotta head out now. Get some sleep. Thank you, bro. Are you gonna do Arena? Which channel do you monitor champ polls? I'll stop by when you get back. Are there drivers for Faction Wars? I'm struggling with it. I'm not far from the finish line. Yeah, just go to the Discord and just tell them not to charge you and to come to me. I'll pre-warn them. I do. That's my boy. Wait, what? I do? Body what? ¿Qué? ¿Qué? Yo, did I tell you guys that we had 2,300 people watch the stream yesterday? 2,300 people. That's crazy. Oh, Body does know. Yeah, Body knows about Strider. I brought him over to SP. Or wait, no. He was at OBV when Mobs joined. Yeah, of course you would have known him. Yeah, my bad. But I did bring him over to SP. He was so nervous when I joined IPR. I was like, this is what I said. He's gonna deny it, but it's true. I said, just tell him I'm doing it. That'll take so much pressure off you. And then when you start getting good, which he was already good, but I said that, then we can say it was really you. And he was like, okay, thanks. Now he'll be all cocky and be like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm quality. And that doesn't even count all the voices in my head. Exactly. You need the link. Wait, what? Hey, bro, how are you? Subscribed a few days ago. Yo, I know Wally Tariq. I know you. I either saw. Did you you were in a comment or I just saw that you followed? One of the two. Welcome. Black Dragon, what's up, baby? What's up? If I didn't make it clear about the takeovers, I am starting the takeovers once the tickets are in, and I will start them when I get back from North Carolina from my nephew's wedding. I do also have to announce that HOV is a community. It's House of Vampires. We started a long time ago as a clan. The name just stuck. Our old clan was Rallying Knights, and I just didn't want to... They basically came to me and said, would you be our clan leader? And I was like, yeah, but I'm not. I was actually about to leave because of the name. And they were like, yes, we hated it too. And I was like, all right, cool. So what happened was they were like, well, we need a name. And I was like, well, for now, call it House of Vampires, because I had the Discord and it was already named House of Vampires because it was my Discord. And they were like, okay. And then they loved it. And they were like, yeah, we're sticking with this. So we did a vote, and the people that came over, and then it's just stuck. So that's like 5.5, 6 years now. Anyways, We're a community, and if you want a non-serious clan to join, what we're doing is, for full disclosure, we have the only requirement in our clan is you are active. That's it. It's called a vacation clan. So you're allowed to not participate. Like you don't have to do that. You just have to play. Like log in. If you haven't logged in 3 days without telling somebody, we boot you. Otherwise, if you want to join, go to the Discord, ask for an invite. There's only 12 spots left. As soon as we hit 30, we're going over to OBV, which is 5,500 members. So Pez is waiting for us to be 30, and Nightwolf is the clan leader, and we're fun. We're fun. We have a couple of sandbags in there so that Geralt's in there, Obi's in there. So we down a bunch of stuff that free-to-play doesn't have. So if you're in a clan where you're not downing Hydra or Clan Boss or Chimera, then this is the clan for you because there's no real requirements. Like I said, there's about 12 to 13 spots available. But we're just, like I said, just log in and play, and as soon as I see 3 days red, I'll just kick you out. We have Jiren in there and Jaunty in there as well. I was there when OVV was still just a clan of awesome people. Wait, we're still a clan of just awesome people. What are you talking about? I love watching you read 5 minutes ago. Exactly. No, that's the funnest part. Because I'm like, I read something and I'm trying to rationalize it. And I definitely don't have any of the context. So then in my mind, it's as twisted as you would think it would be. Exactly. Pelops is amazing. Don't sleep on him. Both in LA and CA. And I have not seen a content creator actually build him correctly yet. No, we're a community of awesome people. Oh, so we were awesome people before. Is still top 30 reserved for me, sir? Yes. That's why I said 12 people. And what is the correct way to build him? Aha. Now there's an inquisitive soul. You want to build him incredibly tanky with high speed. And that's it. Just like Tectian. I don't have him on this account, and I can't log into my other account because who is on? Oh, I think Vanya's on, actually. No, this is my free-to-play. I'm not on my account right now. Sorry. LA is a beep. Beep, 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 beep. Most CC just say HP and accuracy on Pelops. Nope. Incorrect. You're building him high speed. You want to utilize his shield. If you build him and speed tune him correctly, the shield will renew once his speeds will renew his shield once his CD comes back up. You want to put him on a tuned team to where you're basically killing yourself on him. The higher you go with him, the more support he will need. And then put him with Necret, with Bolster, and watch what happens when someone nukes him. Do it. Black Dragon, do it. Do it. It's fun. Getting information 5 minutes before everybody else is actually fun. All right, JJ. That would be one thing for sure. And then if Strider ever I've already pre-planned this, but if Strider ever doesn't show, or like what I mean by doesn't show, I mean like he has vacations. So what I would do is I would do it myself. But I'm gonna call you. We're 10th on the board. Literally invited the day. Yeah, they saw it, body, and they were like, wait, one more day. Wait one more day. Wait one more day. Am I wrong? Am I right? I know I'm right. It's a business, man. It's a business. It's a business. It's a business. Oh, God. Actually, I'm not going to lie. I am kind of happy to be on my free-to-play. I have been neglecting it for far too long. I got as a belated. Did they offer you anything or did they dip on you? I think they dipped on you. 100% they dipped on you. They were like, "Yo, save us a shard, bro." No doubt. No doubt. So my next feat is to get YouTube functioning in a way that's healthy, integrated and streamlined into my system. And then we're doing TikTok. That's right, baby. We're doing the multi stream. We're doing the multi stream. Oh, that'd be so fun. Another variation of the streaming event with myself is this. I hate putting this on in front of the camera because it looks so weird. I'm like doing the duck lip thing, but my lips are so chapped right now. As soon as the chat goes dead, then I end the stream. Like, I don't know. That's a little pre-bandana of me, but that's just the way it goes. I'm here for your viewing pleasure. And if that comes to an end, have a nice life. Hope you don't face me in LA. You get whooped. Here for a good time, not a long time. That's good. That's good. How can find your clan in the game? Wait, Sammy, didn't you already do this? Didn't we already invite you? Weren't you already in it? When I'm done with this, I'll look it up. It's HOV House of Vampires. But I don't know. I don't know what we did. I'll have to look. It's been a while. On that note, I'm actually going to bounce. Yep. Make me something, dude. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Hey, Vamp. Love the content. Boy Sky, what's up, man? Hey, bro. I just collected for the second time the gift of collecting champions from the web. Yeah, don't do anything with that. They're gonna pull it. They'll re-roll it back. Sent me a text. Oh, I don't have any phones near me. Sorry. Who goes with Varkos? Anybody with an ally attack. Anybody. I was gonna ask you something, but lost my train of thought. Yes, they're gonna write that on my gravestone. Lost my train of thought, or lost my thought of train. Varkos, Mavar, and Pelops are actually fun. Mavar is good with Varkos, I noticed. I have not done extensive testing with him in high tiers at all. All of my Varkos testing came very limited amount because LA season was upon me and I had too much to do. Started making huge waves in content. YouTube picked up and I've been making videos, and so a lot of my champion testing has been down. So there's a lot of new champs that I haven't tested. I did test the newest guy. God, this is why I spend money, guys. I have zero patience. I guess I should have done behind the scenes and then went and stared at my computer somewhere else, doing something else. No, but I tested the newest Void guy, Celendial or something his name is. We can never figure out how to get Sam go in. Oh, that's right. Sammy, right after this, I'm going to look it up for you. Any tips? Do it every single day. Be ready for presets in your general presets so that you can swap gear very quickly. So you'll have DPSing presets, support presets. You'll have to get your own accessories. Pre-plan. If you're doing it for the first time or you're new at it, pre-plan your direction that you're going to go. I personally would say hunt for gear first. The crowns are important. Fighting the boss is important. But if it's you're just opening up, odds are you won't be able to get that far right now. It's going to reset soon. So hunt for gear first. You can do whatever you want, of course, but those are just my tips. I open everything up and I really don't pay too much attention to it anymore. It's kind of great content to play while streaming. All right, let's take a look at this. Wait. House of Vampires. Oh, we have 18 now. Applications. Wait, what was his name? Was it? We never could find him, right? I don't know. Wish my Solinar luck with my 20 shards. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I was gonna get to that. So deck building is important. It'll differ from my kind of decks. I can't wait to kind of unlock it and get past everything. Spend energy, okay. Wait, didn't I? I bought that. Decks are important. You should kind of maximize AoE damage, single target damage. So boss fighting, if you have that much of a champion pool. Supports, but reviving supports, healing, shielding, block damage supports. So life extension, buff extension supports, and then don't forget ally attack supports. Very, very important. A lot of people miss because you can roll through some of the events very quickly. Ooh, let's go, baby. Let's go, daddy-o. Ooh. Crit rate, please. Meh. Yeah, we can never find you. I don't think... Wait, no, he proved... No, he actually proved... He actually proved that was his name. He was trolling us before. What do you think of Rhea? I was able to get her in alt. I have Theodosia, Bayek, and Rhea there. So, Rhea... I tested her. I think... I'm on the fence on her. And I don't know if I should encourage you or not. I think she can be really, really, really quality against a full Stone Skin team. Or Mercurial team. Sorry. Mercurial team. I think she's broken. Because I had 1010 accuracy on her. And I could never steal Stone Skin. I stole everything else. No problems. Removed whatever. I never could get the Stone Skin off. But my damage did remove it. So if I was going to suggest her, I would say basically a glass cannon. Don't go against Mercurial or Stone Skin. And she's very specific, so you have to kind of follow her A3 down. And you could do good with her. You could definitely do good with her in lower brackets, 100%. Once you get up a little bit to like late game, I think she'll start to fall off. Right now, the meta is defined by almost very RNG based meta, where you accidentally kill somebody. So setup champions like this guy, where was he? This new guy. Where's that new guy? The guy that looks like this. It starts with a C. Where was he? Was it Argonites? No. Wait. Argonites? No. You guys know who I'm talking about. The new Void guy. Yes, correct. The new Void guy, where was he at? Shadowkin, maybe? No, not Shadowkin. No. Why am I having... Why can't I think of this? It's not Barbarians, is it? No. High Elves, maybe? That sounds right. Yeah, Celindial. So I tested this guy. I have five souls on him. Booked him and everything. This guy, surprisingly, at the top tier, platinum, high platinum, he did very, very well. But they have to have buffs on them. This guy nuked Mavara teams. It was amazing. And you want to run him with auto attackers. Where is it at? A3? Yeah, A3. You want to run him with auto attackers. So Varkos, Solinar, this worked with Tectian very well. Marius. People who maximize A1s very, very, very well. This was amazing. So with champions that have good A1s against champions that have multiple buffs that are always up or always refreshing, he excelled. If those requirements weren't met, this guy just got deleted. I had 8,500 defense on him. I had 367 speed. Accuracy, incredibly high, 700s plus. Something else. Crit damage was low, though. 301. But at 100% damage, he nuked. He actually nuked. But those requirements had to be met. I was glad for him, but setups like that aren't working in this meta right now. Sammy's in, baby. Fina, Solinar, Galathier. Yeah. Is it too late to ask you to do another takeover? Yeah, right now it's too late because I'm leaving out of town. And we set up a system. So go to the Discord, open a ticket. When I come back on Tuesday, I'm just going to start hammering them out. I'll start hammering them out. Mavara is God tier. There was a lot of content creators. I hate to sound like this because it's kind of arrogant. I was the only one that said she was top tier. And everybody laughed at me. And now she's almost on every team. Do you know Tone Knight? The question is, does Tone Knight know me? And the answer is absolutely. He's a good friend of mine. So run Celendio with turtles. I don't know how that would work. I don't know how that would work. So if you take Mikey off, no, you need to support with Slendio because, believe it or not, he's pretty squishy. Palizoli, welcome to the channel. Thank you for the follow. Embry falls off. Wait, Embry's fall off is complete, or is he still useful? No, he's not. His auto attack is awesome, but no, he's not good in Mercurial at all. Unless you speed tune him. So the way I look at Embry's is you have to take him in each bracket. If you're talking about arena, every bracket, so top tier brackets are completely different because you're building champions. So I can't access this account because I'm not 50 yet. But let's take you here for a second. So like if you're looking at the top tier brackets, you have to build. Let's just say this is BZK, this is me. You have to build based on his champions. And if you take his build, his speed tune, to wherever that is, to where he A3s in second form, and nukes when the Mercurial is down, he could have value because his passive would remove the Mercurial. Somebody asked me earlier what changes I would make. I would 100% make Embry's viable by allowing the stacks to remove the Mercurial, and it already does, but making his kit permanently remove or ignore total guard. Just Embry's, nobody else. Embry's would be the #1 amazing champ. He would be #1. Either remove it or ignore it. Either way. Because of his passive. He would be the #1 champ in the game. And you could say, well, anybody who can remove or ignore total guard. I think ignore total guard is what I'm saying. Because when he scores a kill or your team scores a kill, his passive goes up. It removes the Mercurial. It's GG. Yeah, I know, but right now deflection is very hard to come by, and to get the amount of deflection that he would need, I'm saying that he should be able to completely ignore Mercurial. So like rework him. Where's he at? He's in Knights. So rework him right here. So because people aren't really using him so much. Is it his A2? Which one does a little tentacles? I think it's his A2, right? Yeah. Cannot be resisted if enemy has necrosis stacks. Yeah. So no, it's this one, A3. It's A3. It's A3. So this should remove Mercurial stacks so that he could then switch forms, do his all junk, and then nukes on the A2. Yeah. So it should remove. Then you cap a kill, and now necrosis is on, and necrosis would remove Mercurial. This guy would be literally, people would kill the enemy to be able to choose him. He would be first pick every single time. He would immediately rise in value. Immediately. And it's a very simple fix. It's a simple go in. Where was it again? Knights Rev. Go in and make his A3 right here. Ignores total guard buffs. Or removes all stacks. That's because I love Embry's. I think he's a fun champ. I think he's well designed. I think he's unique. I think he's incredibly fun to play. And just one little line, one little coding. Very simple. You just go in and write the line. This A3 ignores or removes whatever they choose to do. I think it should be ignore. But whatever. It's simple. And the fact is, it would be great because as of right now, you can't empower him. So it would be a good balance. He wouldn't be no +4, that's for sure. They won't buff or nerf, working as intended. Yeah, I know. Look, let me dream. Okay? I love my champs. Okay? I love them. Let me love them. Ezio's broken. He's probably naked. Look at this. And he almost killed me. Get petrified. Solinar +4 tomorrow. I'm confident I'm going to get 1. But that's as far as I can pull it. That's as far as my confidence goes. Quat, welcome to the HOV. Mavarga, do you know tonight? And Breeze in deflection removes all stacks, though. Yes, all that's true. Did I tell you guys we had 2,300 people watch the stream yesterday? If you would have said 5 months ago when I started streaming that 2,300 people would watch you, I would have probably threw up and not queued in. I'd be happy with 1 Solinar. I'd be happy pulling 1 Solinar. Mine's already +1. So a +2 would be legit. JJ, what would a +2 Solinar? What would I get from +1 to +2? God dang, my lips are killing me, bro. You get 5 speed, I thought. That's what I thought. What's your top 5 of meta supports right now? I have a video out on YouTube about that. But Theo and Naomi are top. Top. Tippity top. Mavara is a very, very close. Very, very close. In fact, anybody can, if anybody came to me and say, I disagree with you, Mavara is in that, I would say, okay, fair enough. From there, it goes Gala. Arbiter, just kidding. Gala. Who was else on that list? Who else was on that list? It was... Here, I'll do it this way. Because I just made the video. So, Theo, Naomi, Mavara, right there. Gala, Mari, Lazarius. From there, Sifi and Arbai, which you have to use them together, by the way. Unfortunately. But this counters Sabriel. And then dog tier would be Noelle, only with her husband. And her, I wouldn't touch unless these are the only ones you have. So this is in the video that I just made for tier list. But there's no one better right now than Theod and Naomi. Is a worse Theo, but Mavara... Wait, people say Mavara is a worse Theo, but Mavara, Galathier, and Crixia together feels like no one can die. No, I disagree with that, actually. Wait, you're saying Mavara, Galathea, and Crixia? No, I'll nuke that team. They'll die. They'll be standing there with one champ left over. There's no way that's right. I'll lock them out, and their entire team will just literally watch me kill them. My Solinar will... Yeah, my Solinar will actually destroy them. That can't be accurate. I'm sorry. Maybe in lower tier when like nobody has damage or something. Maybe. If your Mavara is fast enough and your Galathea is tanky enough and the other team doesn't have enough damage. That's why when I hear things like that, you have to take it in brackets. Like, what is the bracket? What bracket are you talking about? Because if I face that team, I would actually be like, okay. You'll lock them out and they'll just be standing there looking at you. I'm about to flip a table with those pronunciations. Galathea, Crixia, Mavara. What do you say? Mavera, Galathea, Hilby. You got an ad? Sorry to hear that. Galathea is bringing enough to this meta. Yeah, I agree. That's why I put him down. Galathea, you are forced to open with his A1. You can't open with his A3. So you're forced to open with his A1. He's just not tanky enough sometimes, or at least he doesn't feel it. You use his A3 on his second turn, and you've now caught up to whatever damage happened to you. If you use his A3 before you're trying to put the block debuffs up before, you've now taken a buttload of damage, and you won't be able to, you'll just watch yourself die. You talking about my comp setup? I was. Somebody's gonna have to repeat it because my throat is killing me, and my Red Bull tastes like somebody poisoned it. Anyone want to call in the raid tab and chill for a bit? Go ahead. Feel free. Yeah, what I was saying, Lichen, was that there's no way that comp's good unless you're in a lower tier bracket where the Mavara is super fast and the Gal is tanky and the other team doesn't have enough damage. Because I will lock that team out because they don't have enough speed to stop the lockout. Well, I guess Crixie is. Yeah, that's not true. Crixie could be faster. But, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at the DMs. I just saw that you DM'd me. That's a good one, too. Congrats. Ubix just pulled from his first mythical remnant. He pulled Ashnar. Congrats. Congratulations. All right, I'm going to be ending it here soon, guys. I got to get ready for my trip. To remind you, I will be here tomorrow. I got the day wrong. I will be here tomorrow. I will not be doing any takeovers tomorrow, probably. If I do, it'll be PK. We're working on the system now, so if you want to take over of any sort, go to the Discord. We have drivers there that cost money. They will do a different service than me because it takes more time and you have to be more skilled, which I am not, and I'm not afraid to say it. None of mine will be charged for now, but we will be setting up a paid system eventually, which will be monetization for me to go full-time streamer. Would be my goal, but not necessary. I will be doing a lot of free stuff, so don't worry about that. With that being said, join the Discord if you want to check it out. If this dude solos me, all right, I was about to say. Thank you for everything, guys. Truly appreciated. Very humbled by the success we're seeing We put a lot of work into all of this in hopes that maybe we could help some people and have fun with the community. I guess goal one would be to have fun. But from there, thanks to my mods. They're working really hard behind the scenes, you guys. I will be here tomorrow, same time, 6 to 9. Wish me luck. I got to beat this dude. I'm kind of sick of second place. I got to beat this dude. So wish me luck. Hopefully they didn't ruin the season with this new win point table thing. And some rats don't try to steal the trophy from me. Notice I said from me because I truly believe I'm going to win the trophy this season. Yeah, we leave Thursday. For some reason, I thought today was Wednesday. We leave Thursday. We're leaving at 4 in the morning. So we'll be in North Carolina at 9 a.m. My nephew's getting married. He's an amazing kid. So I'm very happy for him. But I guess I'm going to drink this because my throat's killing me. I definitely need to have more drink in here. Because I have a fan blowing on me because it's so hot in here. But anyways, it will be a fun trip. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I'm still learning. I'm still growing. What's a good PvP team for Ashnar? Gizmac. Well, I don't think he's really good. No, you're going to want to use him PvE. I'm not going to even lie to you. He was good for a while in the beginning against Gizmac. I wouldn't use Ashnar for PvP. Unless he's like your only mythical or only like with my team I would use Ashnar, right? But you're going to want to, well, I guess you could use him as a healer or a nuker. Depends on your gear. Yeah, if I pulled in Ashnar for my first mythical, I would be elated. Like I would thank you Jesus. Truthfully, because there's so much you can do with him, and like my mind immediately went to all the things you could do. There's the sky's the limit. Faction War, CC, Grim, Dragon, Ice Golem, which I still use him for Ice Golem, by the way. Not FK. There's like so much you could do with them. Tag team. But arena, wow, this music is really bad. Why didn't you guys tell me how bad this music is? After my music, yeah, that's pretty bad. I just want to get one more tag in on this account. So if there's any questions for early account, he can be nice nuke. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, he could. That if I was gonna use it for PvP, god dang. I have a fan blowing right on my throat. If I was gonna use him for PvP, I'd use him second form as a nuker. The problem is Mercurial, it'd still kind of screw him over. Still screw him over while I'm choking to death on old 4-hour-old Red Bull. Yeah. Can Genbo solo any dungeons? Yeah, like 1 through 10 maybe. I don't know. I've never tried that. All right, there's that. Oh wait, no. What are we doing? Czar. Yes. There we go. Got him. What else can we do? Not much. We could probably get. All right, we do that. All right, guys. Do you think there will ever be mythic duos? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. There will be Unity. There will be Void. There will be Void mythicals. When the Faction Guardians came out, I went straight to the Raid Discord and I told them I was against it 100%. I felt like me, Crypto, and BZK were the only ones that were really going to benefit from it. I thought it was too early and they should make other changes elsewhere. And this is like the third time I've posted there only. And all 3 times within 12 hours changes were made. First one was LA. They stopped the win trading within 12 hours when everybody said, no, they won't do it. They're not going to listen to you. I'm 3 for 3 right now. So very happy about that. Yeah, Mythic Void is what I meant to say. If I didn't say that, that's what I meant to say. And I hate to like keep saying that I said that or I predicted it because it makes me sound arrogant. But I'm only saying that because a lot of you are new. So you don't really know what our battles were. Because it sounds like I'm arrogant, but I'm just not. I'm not. I'm confident, but I'm not arrogant. Anything else? What's a great build from Avara PvP? 9-piece Mercurial as fast as you can. Or Stone Skin Mercurial or Stone Skin Speed. When you're looking at that, you're going to really want to just go as fast as you can. If you can't go fast, then just make her super tanky. And the more buffs that go up, the faster she will get and she'll cut in. Supersonic also works on her really, really well. Although you don't need it because arguably Supersonic is built in her passive. So as long as you are within about 80% of the speed you're facing, you'll see. And Shinny could probably do the numbers on that, honestly. Or some big brain content creator, I guess. That's definitely not me. I am the Rodman of content creators. I'm just here for a good time. I'm not here to run numbers. Yeah, I heard about Harvest Jack a lot, and I would have to see this in play. I can tell you I've faced many Harvest Jacks, and I can tell you I have never, ever, ever, in any way, shape, or form had any problems with him. He was annoying with his CC. Look, if you want to bring Harvest Jack in, then you have to start talking about Mashald as well. In fact, I would think Mashald would be a little better, but I know that Harvest Jack is a cheese for removing Mercurial, but I don't see that at higher tiers because he is locked into a certain speed. And once you pass accounts that can outspeed him easily, because it is easy, he's just going to stand there and die. He's just going to stand there and die. But as like, if I wanted to clickbait you, I could take Harvest Jack in and show you at, gold 4, gold 5, and show you how awesome he is. So he's a clickbait champion in my opinion. And I know that sounds harsh, but that's just how I feel. Yeah, his passive is what's good, but you would have to prove to me that you can finish top 500. Any champion in my mind has to pass the 500 test. If that champion cannot pass the 500 test in the meta that you're in, he or she is not a good champion. It has to pass the top 500. Has to. On defense, okay. Win. I would say win. That would be then I would respect it. I would say okay, then I'm wrong. Would you consider him on no. Siege doesn't count because it can be very specific. No. Cause like I can show you my sieges and what Matt doesn't want to hear this, but I was doing LA and I wasn't prepared and I brought who was it? Pelops, I think. No, it was Varkos. I had him in the wrong gear. I even did a video on it, and I told on myself. I even did a video 2 weeks ago. Finished top 20 on him on defense. Okay, then I stand corrected. He's awesome. Definitely put resources into it. All right, Sammy. I'm glad you're in the clan, man. Good stuff. Obi. I would like to submit a request for an account to go over someone was available. I'm having a tough time sending. What do I need from Mythical? You mentioned on stream that you would notify. Yep, no problem. I got it. Oh, yes. You can easily find on the clan tag. Yo, this Discord is pretty funny. Do you know the account that is copied? Oh shoot. Oh guys, let's see here. What is a great build? So you have CEO in your back pocket. So you had the CEO in your back pocket. Exactly. Shinny did it with Harvest Jack. Okay, then I stand corrected. Harvest Jack is amazing. 2 people have proven you can get the top 500 with it. Or 3 people, because Shinny did it, of course. If Shinny did it, then absolutely. I think I said in yesterday's video, any champ can work. Any champ can work. With the right builds, any champ can work. Any champ can actually work. It just takes the right builds and the right team around it and the right speed tune, and you can make it work. All right, guys, I thank you very much. Honestly, absolutely amazing. You guys are the best. I will be here tomorrow from 6 to 9 and gone from Thursday to Tuesday, or Thursday to Monday. I'll be back the next following Tuesday. Can't wait to see you guys tomorrow.